Our lineup is really, really spicy. I'm going to show you guys in just a second. Let me get to that scoreboard. Look at these bad boys. Let me lower make the chat a little smaller. Actually, where should I put the chat? Maybe I'll put it over here. Look at these bad boys lined up here. We're going to get a attentat versus fonger, a little nom action. We'll be having Exit versus ash.Baal. Should be a fun one to cast, a fun one to watch as well. Then it's going to be our only non-Terran match of the day. HatcheryCake versus Lanaishot. And then, you know what? Even Lovesnow getting a little piece of the action, boys. I will be playing against Grass BG. And then our final match of the day. Two absolutely brilliant people, both well known in the Starcraft community. We got BSL caster Razzle Dazzle, and then the BWCL caster Veer Rev. That should be a fire lineup or a fire match as well. Pretty excited for this. Definitely looking forward to be casting all these games, showing some of the nomers some love, showing some of the Notorious S.C.V some love. Let's get
What up, Steve?
Yo. What's up, Zun?
How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. Just about to get started with the CPL casts.
Oh, really? What are you casting?
Gonna be doing a little doubleheader. Gonna be casting Tier 0, Notorious S.C.V versus Cattlebruiser. It's playoff time,
nice.
so winner moves on, loser goes home. And then I'll be casting Tier 3.
You want me to slide into the cast, or do you want to solo it?
You can slide in with me.
Yeah.
I always got a little space on the bed for you.
Appreciate that, buddy.
The question is, will you be big spoon or little spoon?
Usually big spoon, let's be honest. I'm like 6'3" and 280, dude. Like, I ain't no little spoon.
Alright, I'll put a little spoon roll today. I'm setting up a little prediction here.
Okay. Fire up your Discord stream after.
Yeah, we'll get that going as well. Alright. I think everything is set up. If you guys have been around the channel, you know this is the way I gotta start a cast. Cheers, salut, gun bay. Let's have a good cast, guys.
Skull.
Skull. Damn, a 1-4 every time. A 14 every time? The sheer consistency? What? Is that like a police thing? Alright, so we're going to start off with attentat versus fonger. Oh, your shot glass die. Yeah. Is it 1-4? I thought it was at 20. Oh, it says at 1-4.
Alright, so we're going into the game number 1 with attentat and fonger.
It's going to be a attentat and fonger.
Nice.
Two fellow nomers. Alright guys, let's jump into this.
Let's just jump right on into it.
And over here spawning in the top right, it's none other than Fonger. Rocking the red color. The map is butter. And down in the bottom right, it's our fellow teammate here for Notorious S.C.Vs. It's our boy attentat. A fellow streamer as well, guys. He does a little... I don't know about how consistent he streams, but I know he streams occasionally.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen this stream before.
He's like consistently holding like, I think like high B right now. He's doing good. He's improving.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Already starting the game off at over 300 APM.
Definitely wants to get those fingers warmed up, as this is playoff time. This is about the most intense it could possibly get for you as a player in the CPL.
Little hallucinated Kakaru. Gonna check out this 8 racks being plopped, and 7 racks, sorry, being plopped down into the natural choke of Fonger. Very aggressive racks.
Yeah, wow, it's actually really early.
Yeah,
Is
the
they
7
nom
racks.
off? Sorry, huh?
Num off, just 2 BW players kissing.
A nom off, huh? I was trying to figure that one out. It kind of threw me off there. And Cookie Monster outfits? Oh yeah, Cookie Monster onesies. Available to a store near you very shortly. I'll have to talk to Cookie about making that a marketing thing.
Gotta plug that merch, huh? You sure get like nom hoodies or something.
Wouldn't that be fucking sick, dude?
Yeah. You get like nom hoodies with our names on the back of them or some shit.
Shit, dude. Fucking looking like we're a freaking legit team, dude.
Yeah, man, that's where it's at. Alright, so gonna be a nice little fast pool guess of attentat. Very safe against 8 racks and BBS, which is probably what he's expecting, and he is kind of right. The 7 racks is super aggressive at a Fonger.
Yeah, so you never drone scout if you go, like 9 drone scout if you do a spawning pool, huh?
Well, you kind of don't need to, right? You're already set up to counter him if he is doing something aggressive. I mean, yeah, it kind of hurts you economically a lot if you want to build that hatchery to drone scout. And the Overlord is actually slightly out of position. It's going to be picked up by these 2 Marines.
Yeah, this is already a little painful for our boy attentat here. Losing an early Overlord is definitely something you don't want to see from the perspective of Zerg here. S.C.V going to get thrown away, however, in the main here. Actually, will he be able to get that drone? Oh no, the drone does get pulled back and actually bounces over the minerals to be completely safe there.
Yeah, but I think losing the S.C.V is a fine trade when you get the Overlord that early. It's really painful for Zerg. He's already like tight on lava and money, and having to spend 100 minerals and an extra lava on an Overlord right now while setting him back is really not good. Gonna intercept these Marines coming out. These Marines are like kind of like trickling in as well, so these 4 Lings can actually take care of these Marines. The Marines aren't all together, so it's really hard for them to fight these
Why did he
ones.
turn back? He could have killed
Yeah,
him.
he's...
The single Marine threw him off there?
I feel like he should have just. I feel like he should have just sent like 1 or 2 Lings to chase this Marine, and the rest keep engaging the line of Marines that were retreating.
Yeah, also a big question mark coming out of my mind here as Fonger decided to still push across the map, even though he scouted the early pool, which is kind of bizarre. You definitely don't want to do that as Darren. If you see that early pool, you kind of can't do anything. You should just be very happy with getting that Overlord and just go home and move on from there.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the S.C.V scout saw. I think the S.C.V scout saw only a couple of Lings at first, maybe. So maybe he thought like, oh, there's only about 2 or 4 Lings. Maybe I can handle that. But with the 6 Lings early, there's not much you can do.
Yeah, a very interesting little setup here at the front. Deciding not to go for a depot at the front, instead just going to be hiding behind that barracks with a single S.C.V wall. And he has opted to go for no expansion here. We're actually just seeing a second racks thrown down. He's mining the gas. He's getting that academy going. It looks like he mined gas a little bit early because he's already sitting at above 200. Definitely a little bit of a mistake there, I'd say. But regardless, these Marines are going to put on a little bit of pressure. Attentat throwing down a sunken colony.
He definitely needs the sunken. I mean, he could just make pure Lings, but then it's going to be really tight on drones. So I think the sunken's an okay choice here. Especially he doesn't know exactly what the follow-up's going to be. He may even need 2 or 3 sunkens soon.
Gets that S.C.V. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this isn't all in by any means from Terran, but it's definitely... Well, actually, has he been cutting S.C.Vs? I didn't notice. It looks like he might have been.
He cut a little bit, but the thing is that the Zerg is also so low economy that you can always transition, right? He by no means has to kill the Zerg, but it does look like he's gearing up to be aggressive while Attentat is trying to get the Spire operational. Now taking a second guess.
And it looks like Fonger's still... Like, Attentat never confirmed whether or not that was a CC. He never got in there. So, from his perspective, he could just think that it's going to be the command center follow-up behind it. I wonder if there's anything that's kind of any sort of alarm bells ticking off right now for him.
He saw enough Marines that I think he's kind of aware what's going on. That's why we see the second Sunken being thrown down in a little bit of a panic. But I feel like maybe 3 Sunkens was the right response here, just because he doesn't really want to have to pump lings.
Yeah, there's only 1 medic in the group. Definitely a little bit of a cockfest going on here, but
He
we'll
could have
second medic does join up to the party.
I mean, he can bust this. Like, it's bustable. With the fire bat and the 2 medics, this is extremely bustable.
We got a target fire with the Sunken here.
We'll be splitting his fire on the Sunkens. This isn't ideal. It's gonna buy just a little bit of time. I think attentat's not necessarily dead, but maybe.
We got 5 meters, I think. We got at least 5 meters, but we're gonna end up losing a couple of overlords here as well.
Right. And the muters are split, so if he gets on top of the muters before they can like join up with the stack, he actually might just win here.
Fong continuing to fire down these overlords 1 by 1, down to 18 supply left available. He's gonna even get a 3rd one or 4th one. Okay, going after the drones now.
He's got 1 Marine shooting drones while the rest shoot mutants.
I feel like we need to pull the drones as well here, no? A little bit late.
A little bit late, yeah. He lost like 3 or 4 3-ish drones there. It's pretty brutal. Like, it's really hard for Zerg to come back from this position. I mean, there is no CC, but it doesn't matter. You can play 1 base Terran for like 10-15 minutes easy.
Yeah, especially with attentat on such a little drone. It looks like Marine Medic just trying to ball up here outside the front of the natural. attentat desperately trying to fight here, but with only 4 meters, he's not going to be able to one-shot these Marines down.
He can't make any more muters. He lost so many overlords that he's stuck on these 4 muters for a long time. So Fonger could just go in soon.
And the supply block being absolutely tragic here as he can't make meters.
And now the Marines can maybe pick off this drone and hatchery. It's really brutal for attentat right now. I think this is an untenable position.
Back home for Fonger, he's just making sure he's able to survive a counter if that's the move. 4 turrets going down, even a bunkering position underneath the CC here.
Yeah, it's super safe from Fonger. He understands that all he has to do is like kill this natural hatchery and it's pretty much game. Yeah, like, there's going to be a few more muters popping out now. He's got like 6 with another 2 popping out in the natural. But it might be too little too late.
You know, I think with proper drilling, he could probably hold this.
I mean, he could technically hold this. It's just a matter of will he go on to win the game after the fact, which I think is no.
And the answer is no. attentat going down. Fonger bringing the heat, ladies and gentlemen. Opening with a 7 racks into a follow-up of a 2 racks of CAD timing. Really looking to end the game early here in game number 1. Actually, yeah. I wonder if you got all the super teams, nOm, ash, HatcheryCake, Rev, etc., to all go in on a merch store, if it would pay for itself. Maybe, man. Maybe NCX. I saw that message a while ago, but I didn't have a moment to talk about what you mentioned. All right.
Well, it's 1 game on the board for Cattlebruisers, and Fonger just needs 1 more win to get the first point for his team in this Tier 0 matchup. What's the next map going to be, Losno?
I believe it's Vermeer. Let me take a look. Might be Poly. Find out in just a second here. Vermeer it is.
Alright.
Alright, here we go. Game number 2.
Oh, you want me to go?
I'll let you take it, yeah.
Calling in the top right as the red Terran, none other than nOm Fonger himself, currently 1 game up. Can he take it again on this lovely, beautiful, balanced map of Vermeer? And his opponent, cross map in the bottom left, as the white Zerg. It's one of our own Notorious S.C.Vs. It's none other than attentat. What's your predictions for this game then, Snow?
It seems like attentat wants to play standard, so I feel like if Fonger does something a little wild, he might be able to catch attentat off guard again. Because attentat just blindly just assumed things in game number 1 there.
Yeah.
It was kind of wild. He played so in the dark. Like, he never confirmed anything.
Yeah. Especially the early pull, I feel like he could have maybe got some more done.
Yeah, like, he hard countered that opening and then decided to make the hatchery, which maybe you do that anyway, but you still have the pull done. I feel like you want to make the 6 lings before the hatch, though, right? If you're going for a pull first, or is it just because you wanted to go like super epic, uber fast freaking metas?
I think the plan was always fast mutas. I think that was always going to be the plan. And he just also wanted to be safe against the 8 racks and BBS potential.
Poggies! Nom fight versus Nom. What's up, Fridge?
What's up?
Aaron cheering on Fonger here. Dang, I can't believe you're picking sides, man. What a jerk. You're not even picking a Zerg brethren? You're going for the Terran player?
Tribalism in full swing.
Wild, dude. Wild, Aaron. And we got freaking Barbarian. What's up, dudes? Hello, hello, Barb.
Gonna be sending off the drone scout now. Oh wait, he wants to expand. He's not gonna scout again. Wow. Okay.
Same build. Oh, actually, no. This one's a little bit different.
It's a little different.
He's going for the hatch before the gas this time around, and he's gonna be sending that drone.
Is that going cross map or vertical? It's going cross map, that drone.
He's actually scouting cross map. Is that a thing? Do you ever scout cross map?
Back in the day, I used to always cross map on 4-player maps, just because of like the BBS in the middle so often. Like,
okay, that's why.
Yeah, you'll catch like proxy factories and proxy barracks in the middle of the map or proxy gates and stuff. Like, yeah, these days I don't do it so much, but I still see the validity in it, especially in a series.
Yeah, maybe him, feeling the pressure a little bit from game number 1. Doesn't want to go down to anything cheeky. Fonger does have a game to give, potentially. Well, not potentially. He does have a game to give if you were to take such a risk, right? But
well, it'd be pretty brutal to die to a BBS in the middle after that first game.
So this time around, though... Okay, we are making the bunker first. I was like, this is getting a little wild, dude. We're just going to go make a CC without any information of what's going on here. Oh, and unfortunately, Fonger's scout clicks... and gets stuck and doesn't see the lings.
Was that on purpose or?
There's no way
there were lings. That might have been on purpose. You never know. Like he might have hid that there to try and guarantee the S.C.V scout getting in without being caught by the lings. Because if he knows attentat, that's really unfortunate losing the drone there. If he knows attentat's build, he might have deliberately waited there with the S.C.V before running in to confirm the tech choice.
Yeah. Instead, the lings are gonna have to run right back across the map. And Fonger aggressive with this S.C.V, man. He's poking the beehive over here. And you know what? Maybe that was better for him. It did stop mining on 4 drones for like a second or two. But he does take a little bit of damage. I don't know how meaningful that really is in the long term. I know this is tier 0, but...
well, all I can tell you is like any lost mineral as a Zerg does feel kind of painful. A lot of the timings are extremely optimized. So yeah, sometimes that can slow down the build a little bit. There's going to be lair and then ling speed from attentat, so you might have some ling aggression options here.
Fonger recognizing that there's no overlord over him and that the lings had turned back to go get that S.C.V, he did count for 4 lings. So we're actually going for this little move out with the 5, and what the fuck, dude? The lings nowhere to be found. They're not home.
And that's not morphed yet. That Sunken's not morphed yet. He can kill so many drones. You can just kill the Sunken. Wait a minute. Will the lings even get back in time? Will the lings get back in time to stop him from just walking in? Or...
Oh man, wait, he's going for the Overlord.
It's a nice play. I don't mind that. I like the target fire of the Overlord here. It's very unlikely that he'll get into the main base and kill drones without losing all the Marines. The potential.
You gotta imagine there's lings coming out. Yeah. Okay. You know that seems kind of sloppy from attentat to lose the Overlord there. I feel like he could have easily just shifted that over.
I think so too, but I hate to say I see it happen a lot. A lot of Zergs just have that Overlord chilling there, and they're not really being mindful about it. When they see the Marines, suddenly the last thing on their mind is, oh, I gotta protect my Overlord. They're just worried about not losing drones.
Yeah, he did pull back all the drones, so we actually didn't take any eco loss, besides maybe a little bit of lost mining time. But, you know, I feel like that was definitely a favorable maneuver for Fonger. He's definitely feeling really good about that decision. He's going into his 2 racks of CAD timing here. He's got +1 already on the way. Actually, we have a really... Whoa, did we start +1 weapon before Stim? I think we did.
Must have done.
And now we're going up to 4 racks. Okay, so it actually... Yeah, that was definitely +1 before Stim. We're going into 4 racks.
Yeah, look at the timing. Well, the 4 racks will let him get out on the map really, really strong. Like, 4 racks kind of guarantees you, like, map control. Like, 3 racks and the mutas are kind of enough to bully you back into your base. But when you got 4 racks or more, like, you can really just, like... fight back the mutas and like have as much map control as you want.
Yeah, and our turrets are timed out maybe a little early, but they're fine. This is good enough. He's gonna have plenty of turrets in time. We definitely need to get 1 over here at the racks. And this is like a really odd SimCity, to be honest.
Wait. Is he gonna go into 5 racks? He didn't cut very much at the start, though, right? He can't, because he didn't cut any Marines at the start, so he can't do 5 racks, right?
No, you don't do 5 racks against 2 hatch play. That's wild.
You have to cut if you do that, right? You have to have a wall and like cut all your Marines.
You simply like just don't have enough money, really.
I thought you could still do it, but only if you. I thought you could still do it, but only if you can like cut all your Marines and only have like 1 Marine on the wall.
Oh, attentat is gonna beat the turret going down. He's definitely gonna get the S.C.V. that was making the turret. We definitely have a chance to snowball here. Oh, we only got 4 meter though.
Yeah, there's not enough mutas here. If there was like at least 5 or 6 mutas, this could be really bad for Fonger, and he might not even be able to get this turret up.
Yeah.
But as it's.
Oh, Link's trying to do a little run by here. Gonna go after the turret on the top. I like this. This might be really powerful. This might be
but he wants to synchronize this attack with diving on the turret at the racks and killing the Marines that are popping out.
Yeah, and unfortunately we don't even get the turret. It goes down to like 30 HP and it's just gonna get repaired back up. But a cute maneuver. It could have been pretty good. I like the idea that you were saying there to do the double play, like have the Lings poking the turret and then running on top of the racks because it might have drawn attention.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go down into the main here. He's going to start poking on SCVs once again. It's going to find a little bit of the maybe we're going to call the G spot here.
I mean, I'm not sure this is the right play from Attentat. He's trading the HP of his mutas to kill SCVs right now, and he's allowing the Bioforce to get bigger and bigger. So I actually think this is bad for Attentat. I don't see how he's going to like defend against this Bio soon.
Yeah, and we didn't really get too much economic damage either. We killed about 2-3 SCVs at most there. It wasn't like it was critical damage by any means or anything.
Oh, but this one turret goes down. This actually could be huge for Attentat.
Okay, so round 2 out of being able to potentially get on top of the racks here with some excellent muta control, we might be able to whittle down this Marine count to enough to just completely eat it up.
When you go 2 hatch, it's really important.
Down, though. 2 mutas go down there.
Yeah, it's really important to reduce the bio count when you go any kind of 2 hatch muta play. You only need to kill like 6 SCVs to be in a good spot economically if you're doing like a macro build, and it looks like Attentat doesn't want to even do that. He just wants to go pure muta and try and finish the game. Yeah,
and we're deciding again to trade muta for SCV, and that's definitely not the move. And unfortunately, even the rally getting cut off there, and he's going to lose a free muta.
Is he making any turrets on the racks right now?
He doesn't. He definitely.
Okay, so Attentat could whittle down the bio, make Sunkens, and then get on top of the racks production. Actually, could win this game. He doesn't need that many Sunkens to defend against his Bioforce anymore, so now he could just get on top of the Rex production. Really a lot better.
Yeah, we're losing so many meters though. I think we had a good opportunity there to completely eat this all up. Instead, the Attentat going to be forced to retreat a little bit, and that's going to give Fonger more time to get up the Marine count.
Yeah, and Fonger, I don't think Fonger has like correctly identified the game state, or he probably would be making more turrets at his barracks. So he could be in a little bit of trouble if Attentat does get on top of this production later.
Yeah, Attentat kind of cutting off the army here, trying to block any more reinforcing Marines.
Yeah, like the golden rule for mutas is you want to be behind the Bioforce, so you can not only attack them from behind while they're trying to attack you, but also cut off the reinforcements.
Yeah, and it looks like the play from Attentat is we're not even thinking about a macro game from here. We're not making anything but muta.
Super all in. Super all in. He has the money to build a 3rd hatchery, he's just choosing not to, and choosing to only focus on the micro side of things. You could, in theory, get a 3rd gas going eventually, but he's not choosing to do so.
Yeah, he does have 700 minerals banked up here.
Yeah, it's possible he could get a 3rd gas online gradually over the course of a few minutes, but he's just electing to do nothing but build mutas and keep pushing the gas pedal down. Picking up this 1 medic is nice, but the bio count is probably high enough to be a little bit of an issue, but he's catching so many Marines like off on their own. This
is definitely a nice catch for Attentat. Fonger maybe a little bit of a misclick there trying to regroup the army back home.
He still hasn't got turrets on his barracks. And there's only 1 turret at the bottom of the middle line in the natural as well. It's a very abusable position.
But our muta count is just too
he's
small.
Losing so many. He just hasn't been trading off the bio efficiently at this game.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, I think we only have 5 mutas in a dream at this point.
I think it's GG. I don't think you can win from this point. There's just too much. But the Terran has to misplay quite heavily from this position, I think. Although he could clean this up with Lings. He could clean this up with Lings.
I think he actually will eat this up.
Don't lose so many mutas, though. Okay, it's not too bad. There's only 5 left. He's just never getting like a critical mass of mutas. Catch these Marines.
This is a good catch. I mean, the Marine count is actually
this
kind of low.
And there's no turrets still, so he can win this. He can actually get on top of the barracks and just win.
Yeah, if we just keep cutting off the Marines popping out of the racks one by one. I mean, there's no tech for Fonger either. I mean, his starport is just going down now.
Sniping the Marines as they try and get up the ramp too. Really great position to play.
We desperately need these 5 meters to reinforce.
Mm-hmm. He's got a few Spearlings as well that can come in and maybe help pick off the turrets in the natural or run straight into the main and help deal with the bio in the main as well. Start knocking down turrets while the mutas kill the Marines that come out of the barracks.
Fonger's scanning around, I think, looking for a third to try to evaluate his position here. I think he's finally maybe realizing, hey, he doesn't have a third base. I gotta just mass turrets.
He has 1,000 minerals, so he definitely could have a third base, but yeah, it's just... Ooh, he's losing so many mutas. That was not good. It's really rough. Sometimes you like miss micro a little bit as mutas and everything goes to shit. All of a sudden, like, you could be doing the best muta micro of your life, you make one tiny misplay and you just lose like 5 mutas and you just lost the game. Or at least lost your chance at winning the game.
Yeah, I mean, attentat's still the chance here. We're still at 9 mutas, so with really strong control here, we definitely can... I mean, I don't know though. We're starting to get the tech here for 10. There's still no... I don't know. Is he going Valkyries? I don't see an armory or a science facility. Okay, science facility going down in the face of the mutas. Almost a little BM there, I'd say.
The only way he could win is if there wasn't this many turrets on the racks, but Fonger did eventually build some turrets on the racks, so I don't think there's any chance of winning from here.
We might actually be able to catch the Marines here.
Yeah, but they got 1-1 upgrades right now, so it becomes increasingly hard to fight them. So we're going to be on the back foot now. Like, we don't have enough critical mass of muta to just like beat this up. So we're kind of like forced to leave the game. Yeah.
Looks like we did start a third base, but a little
too late. A little too late. Yeah, a little 4 minutes late maybe.
Dang. And unfortunately, it looks like Team Cattlebruisers are going to be the first one to strike. Fonger winning the series 2-0. Here in our game number 1 of this special edition CPL playoff cast.
Yeah, it seems like attentat was very set on the 2-hatch all-in muta play from the start. Both games electing for that safe pool, fast lair style.
Not sure either player is getting a critical mass of anything. Maybe Lancey playing a bit of a factor. I think they both get 24. I think they're both USA. Oh, actually no, Fonger's Europe, huh? I think Fonger's Europe.
Maybe. I mean, you can still mute a micro in 14 and 16. It's just a little bit choppier, and the inputs have to be a bit more precise.
Yo, what's up, HatcheryCake? We're gonna be casting your game shortly. Oh yeah, give me that epic payout. What?
Alright, let's get into game number 1 between Exit and Baal.
Oh, you guys had the, I see, the payout on the predictions. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Game number 2. Do or die for both players here. Game number 1. It's ash.Baal spawning in the top right. I know he's one of the team leaders for Clan Ash. I believe he's one of the team leaders for Clan Ash.
I think you're right.
For BWCL. So definitely well experienced in a best of 3 format. So it's possible he might have something a little tricky to bring to the table here in game number 1. But down here in the bottom right, one of the powerhouses of the CPL 9 scene, I would say. It's one of my boys, a fellow teammate here on the Notorious S.C.Vs. It's Exit.
Well, let's hope he can win this game and not have to exit. Gonna be walling at the choke. I like this.
Yeah, definitely something not utilized by a lot of Terran players, but maybe Exit studying Nyoken a little bit. Says, you know what? I'm not Korean. I'm just gonna build the wall.
Well, what's strong against this? I think, isn't like the only thing that's really strong against this is like a 10-12 gate or something, which is so uncommon these days.
I don't know, bro. Every fucking time I do this on the ladder, they just make a forge and build cannons outside my house. It's like, it's so annoying, dude. And I can never get my fucking tanks out fast enough to kill it, and there's like 8 zealots on top of me. I'm just like, fuck! Why I build a wall? So, let's see it this time around. It looks like we're actually getting a little bit more of an honest play out of Baal. Quite surprising. I don't understand why Protoss players don't ever fucking just go take the gas.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking, right? I mean, it's almost suspicious when they don't take the gas at this point, no?
I just fucking assume it's 12 Nexus, man, if they don't take my gas.
Right, right.
It's literally my assumption, like, every time.
Well, I don't think you would assume it's 1 gate core, would you?
No. If it would be, I don't see the point of scouting with the probe. I would just scout with the goon.
Well, hang on. Maybe there's some more to this. Maybe Baal has a strategy already. Maybe he's going to go for that like 5-10 DT timing, you know, and the whole point is that he needs to not make that cut to do the gas steal early on. It's very possible he's got something lined up, something very cheesy.
So NCX, you are making a you know, a bit of a point here, saying it hides your build. The key to walling on butter like this is that it should be effectively free, since Mexico will pay for it. What? Oh gosh.
I like how you didn't see the plot twist coming in that message.
I was like genuinely curious. Like, okay, he's gonna be talking about this, and then.
Oh, the Marine's squeezing through as well. Nice.
I think that was on purpose.
I think so.
Okay. Oh, this probe over here just kind of chilling though. He might be a proxy. Keep my eye on this little fucker. We did pull off the gas actually, so I think we're gonna just take a Nexus.
I think so too. If it was 3 on gas, maybe we'd see like the proxy DT kind of play. Might be good here, but I think it's just going to be a very standard Nexus.
We haven't even scouted. Exit hasn't fucking scouted. He's playing blind as shit, dude. This is not a style to play TVP. This is wild. But maybe because he had, like, that's also a downside to building the wall, is your S.C.Vs have to travel so much farther away, so that by the time they return to mine mineral, you lose a little bit of money there.
Okay. Wait, did he miss a
maybe
depot?
Offset that? No,
did he miss a depot? Oh, wait.
2 depot CC, then he made the, or sorry, 2 depot bunker CC, then made the 3rd. And then he missed, he didn't go for a vulture, so he's actually not going to worry about getting supply blocked here. He's going for the quick add-on. So this could be, well, now that he scouts the 2nd gateway, that's definitely going to be tank siege mode follow-up. Maybe he goes still mines and tries to squeeze out a vulture really quick and try to put some mines here in the middle of the map. But
well, seeing the 2nd gate, do you feel like he's going to go mines or siege?
No, I mean, I think siege is the best move here, but Wolfix has argued with me a couple times that saying you can still go mines. But I think siege mode is safe, man. Just go fucking siege mode.
I kind of agree with you. I feel like siege is the superior option against the 2-gate 1 robo expand, but I could be wrong.
S.C.V slips out. Oh, he's just going to let it go.
Just going to let it go. I
think it was better to chase that down, to be honest. But, Exit going to get a little damage on this Dragoon now, hitting the hole a little bit.
I think chasing the S.C.V down would have been better than like getting shot by the tank, yeah.
So it looks like Exit just comfortable to see if there was a proxy here. Sees no proxy there. He's going to go check the other side now, and there's a pylon. But however, I don't actually think this is a proxy pylon. I feel like this is just a pylon for, just to see if there's dropship coming.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely the safe response here from Exit. We're not going to try to be fancy and cut some corners here. We're just going siege mode. We're getting our eBay. And from the side of Baal, he's just going to be mining off of that 2nd Nexus. We're going into a Robo. And we're continuing to pump those Dragons.
Nice. Okay, so do you think we're going to see just, like, Observer into 3rd Nexus at 6:30? Or are we going to see, like, maybe a fast Reaver play? Or what are you expecting out of this?
Wolfix. Sorry. I think he's going to go Observer, just based on how he's playing.
Yeah, me too.
Wolfix, I remember in my Jumper series, I scouted Jumper going the 2 gateway. And you're like, you know, LovesNow, you could still go to the mines here. It's not a bad idea. You could still go to the mines. I remember that in detail because I was just like, what? Thought siege mode is 100% the move here. Oh, I did go vulture before add-on in that case. Yes.
Yeah, if you go vulture first, then I guess the mines make way more sense.
Okay, armory, 2nd factory, 2nd gas on the way. Looks like
it's a lot of Dragoons just chilling at home. Is he worried about? He's worried about vulture drop, right? Like that's 100%. Definitely on his mind. That's definitely 100%. On his mind.
The 2 vulture here is dead giveaway, as well as the the 2 goons and the 2 goons, and then just a couple at the front here to wall it off, taking the 3rd base.
Yeah, next is at 6:30, like we thought. Well, I heard that like in the pro gamer houses, like Light or whatever would do like drops all the time. So all the Protoss players had seriously good anti-drop play, and they would just have their dragoons set up like this every single game.
The only thing that worries me for Baal is he doesn't have even a single dragoon here at the front, so we don't even know if there was some sort of move out from Terran here. I guess you would assume Terran, excuse me, wouldn't be moving out too quickly because you kind of forced him to go siege mode.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt the Terran's going to be moving out for a while, right? Like, maybe to take his third with, like, 6 to 8 tanks minimum.
Yeah, and we did start +1, so, I mean, we're not looking to do some sort of fast timing attack. Maybe we go 6-fact, but I don't think so. We are getting the Academy already. I feel like with 6-fact +1, you get the Academy after you drop your 6 factories down. At least I usually do that.
Maybe it's because he's in the dark so much, he feels like he has to. He's not doing, he's doing the vultureless style, so maybe the fast academy is to compensate for the lack of intel.
Yeah, and we are actually making Goliaths with turrets already in position, so we're just being super safe to any sort of Reaver drop play here in the early stages of the mid-game.
I guess with the Goliaths, he could also kill observers as well with the scans.
Yeah, so Citadel going down here, so that makes me think we're probably going into Arbiter play, but you know, no 100% just yet. 2 more oh yeah, there we go. 2 more gateways going down as well, so we're going up to that 5 gateway count.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's going to be like 11-minute ARB, 13-minute stasis-ish kind of time. 12, 13-minute stasis.
Yeah, both players playing quite honorable and just quite standard here, getting a feel for each other out. Maybe a little bit of nerves at play here, so both players just wanting to feel out their opponent here in game number 1, kind of see where they both stand within one another.
He's still keeping his goons back. He's really not wanting to take any chances at taking some economic damage.
Yeah, you know, Baal's got good vision on the map. All these spotter pylons, he's got the observer floating over.
He's not going to see these vultures move out, though. Like, with all his vision, he's not going to track these vultures moving out on the map.
Yeah, I don't really see these vultures getting too much damage anywhere, though. Maybe he suicides them for probes here at the top left. Because there are there's no mines on them, so he's already expended what's necessary.
He can actually run the vultures into this, like, top right pocket and avoid the cannon.
Oh, he might have actually been able to do that, you're right.
Yeah.
Would have delayed the mining a little bit longer. Not too big of a deal. He gets about, what, 4 probes there, 5 probes there. So not bad. Definitely okay. And we're actually going to... Exit says, you know what, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, he did just lose some vultures, and there is quite a few dragoons, so he's got to be really careful about this. There are still 3 dragoons in the main base, so not all of the Protoss army going to be able to mobilize against this Terran assault either. Mines being laid as the tanks kind of shimmy their way on towards the 3rd base location, both containing the Protoss and cutting off the 3rd. And
you know, the observer is placed in such a manner that he didn't even see this move out, so we didn't even know about this until it was already in our face. So,
yeah, that's what I was saying about his vision. Like, he had like good vision to deal with like drops and stuff, but not like vision to deal with like actual Terran move outs and like the actual thing you want to check for, right?
Yeah, and unfortunately, Baal's going to catch Exit while he's unsieging here, so it's not going to be optimal for Exit, but he does have a bunch of vultures being, or he should have a bunch of vultures being rallied. I think they got stuck at home.
Yeah, 3 goons on the left going to help out with this huge pincer attack, but the tanks are actually trading really well and just like splattering these goons all over this desert tile set.
Yeah, and I think the play from here is you can even go to the natural as Exit. It's the second you can control this position here outside of the rally point. Oh, he's actually going to opt to go to the left side here and go for the kill on the Nexus. Okay.
He did a little Zealot bomb on the tank, but the Vultures made short work of it. There's one more Zealot and the Probe...
Pulling the boys, boys! Pulling the boys! Probe's actually doing some big-time work here.
He's actually going to clean this up, potentially.
Yeah, I think he will clean this up, but the damage has been done. We did kill about, what, 15 probes again.
Yeah, we're like 13 SCVs ahead. We could take a 3rd base. We could just macro and kill him. Like, this is a really great position for Exit.
Oh, unfortunately, Exit not realizing that he's got so many units just sitting at his natural rally point here. You might have thought that he had re-rallied all the factories in this forward position. We even have 4 zealots, or sorry, 4 vultures over here sitting at the 4th base of Baal potentially.
But he's cut off this 3rd base, so there's only 2 base mining for Protoss. There's no way he can even support his own infrastructure. So I feel like X is going to run away with this game over the next few minutes, unless the Protoss player can just bop him right now and get some probes at that 3rd base.
Yeah, we're targeting really, really well with the tanks, I'd say. And we're actually going to even slide into the natural here. We're going to get some more damage on these probes.
That's a lot of damage!
We're going to kill all the probes.
Those probes need some flex tape, man. Holy crap, he's down 21 probes. He's going to get this 1 tank.
Oh
my.
Oh, the mine even connected. Dang, he didn't even follow through there. I guess he had no observer. No, he had 2 observers. I think he should have chased down that tank for sure.
He needs to get anything he can get right now. He's so far behind, economically speaking.
So what I thought was going to be shaping up to be just like a normal 2-1 timing with the 3rd base ended up being a 5 factory plus 1 attack. Which is pretty interesting. I wonder what triggered exit to go there. Did you see Protoss on 3 bases? He wasn't even on 4. Maybe he scanned and saw only 5 gateway?
Well, the plan might have been to go all the while. I think the Vulture was like to kind of pull the Protoss army back and keep his attention elsewhere while he started to roll out onto the map. I think he was planning on going either way there with how many tanks he had. He was either like snake his way to the 3rd and expand, or go, and I think he decided that he wanted to go with the early 3rd base from the Protoss.
It's because he went 2nd gate before Nexus? What is 5 fact plus 1 like a well-known thing? How do I not know about this?
Well, one thing that can be said is that there's not a huge tank count right now. A fair large amount of goons, but it's not really a position that Protoss can attack into, despite there not being that many tanks, but the Protoss player could get away with expanding, maybe.
There's just no tech for Protoss either, though. I mean, the supply count is actually ahead for Exit right now, just because of all the economic damage.
He's only just now finishing his Templar
and
Archives.
We're going to get another run-by into the natural here.
Oh no, he's only just now finished his Archives as well, so like... Arbiters are like so far behind. He could go into like Storm, but he hasn't got the infrastructure to support the Gateway Man to do Storm. This is really rough for Baal.
Yeah, we're going to lose even more probes there. Painful situation here. Exit completely aware of his situation, his standing here. He knows that there's only 3 bases for Protoss. He knows that the tech is not very large. He might just be waiting now for...
I mean, he decided it's time to go. Let's see if this Baal is on Hell difficulty or normal. Right now, it's not looking too good. There's quite a few Vultures to soak up the few Zealots that are available in the infantry of Baal. But there's a lot of tanks, and there's this beautiful mana supply depots just preventing any significant surface area to be made on these tanks. So unfortunately, going to be absolutely decimating Baal with those siege men.
Yeah, definitely not the move there for Baal. I think he's feeling a little desperate after losing so much probes that he just feels like, you know what, I got to try to kill him. Or
that was definitely a normal difficulty Baal, Snow.
Normal difficulty Baal, I agree.
I don't want to count him out yet. Maybe he can turn it up to like Nightmare Hell difficulty next game, but I would say I have to write him off for this game. I don't see any way at winning this.
I mean, we got less than a control group of units to our name right now.
We've got half the economy, half the army, half the tech, half the map positioning. Yeah, there's just nothing going for Baal right now.
He's just siege there in an arc. If only we could have fucking not attacked into it.
I mean, Exit could just attack move for the rest of the game without siege mode and probably still win, right?
Yeah, 100%. Well, there are some hard Templars. No, it looks like they're both going to die before the fight even happens.
No, the Templar Archives only just finished. Storm isn't even finished researching. The Templars didn't have enough time to get energy yet. It's like nothing. There's nothing going for him.
Yeah, looks like maybe Baal just kind of processing the game here, thinking about what he can do to make things a little bit different in game number 2. The map will be a pretty big map. It's going to be Vermeer, so maybe he's a little more comfortable on the bigger maps. But I gotta say, Protoss should have a slight advantage here on Butter, especially in the early stages of the game. What's up, Untouchable? Bagel Pirate. Gotta watch out for those Roman Terran Siege Arcs, man. mines ate a lot of the Zealots alive. Classic Terranarchs. Alright. Looks like Exit going to be taking game number 1. A little bit of a commanding fashion, I would say. Here we go. We're going to hop into game number 2, guys. Can't connect to Discord suddenly? Oh, I just noticed that sudden. I thought you just weren't talking. Huh, looks like, how much money are you in? What you mean, Razz? Oh, that series is going to be played April 15th. I'm going to be doing a little bit more of a deeper announcement about it a little bit later today. Yeah, there's time to prep for it, man. There's time to prep. Yeah, Fridge, we're trying to get show matches every week, or me casting a show match every week moving forward. We got a lot of people that I think we can schedule some matches with, and I think we can maybe get people to play and me cast it. So definitely some big stuff in the works here. Excited about it. Gotta keep the Brood War scene alive, boys. Alright. Coming off a loss in game number 1, looking to even up the scoreboard. It's ash.Baal. This time choosing the color yellow. Will the color choice be the difference he needs to take game 2? And down here in the bottom left, it's none other than our boy Exit. Fighting hard for Notorious S.C.V. Definitely a powerhouse here in the CPL 9 scene. His TVP looking quite crispy. I'd still want to talk to him about why the fuck he went for that attack. Maybe he scanned the natural and saw there was no observer or some shit. I gotta talk to him about that. So I want to know why he decided to go. Obviously it paid off for him, right? He did a lot of damage. I feel like that was really, really strange timing. Maybe it was the plan all along. He's like, we never started a 3rd CC. We didn't have science facility yet. But I ought to imagine with the, I don't know. It just seemed a little wild. Especially like a +1/5, you know. Okay. So it looks like this game, Baal looking to go for a 12 Nexus. I feel like we would have seen that gateway drop a little bit sooner. Yeah, and with the money going higher and higher, this is definitely going to be a 12 Nexus for Baal. And it is cross spawn. A little bit of trouble for Exit here. He's not going to be able to punish this. He's going to have to take the loss. What's going to make this even more painful for him is if he decides to make the 3 Marines at the start here. And maybe even like a blind bunker like he did in game number 1. But this time around, we are going to be setting just a normal scout over here on 13. Definitely want to get some information. He most likely will end scout. Maybe if he sees this probe, he'll decide to go top right. But usually, even if you see the probe, you still go for the end scout because you want to catch the Zealot running through the middle of the map. If it's a 14 Zealot, per se. So Baal's probe, he might actually be able to trick him here. Okay, it looks like, yeah, putting a little bit of damage on the S.C.V. So with the, unfortunately, Exit didn't actually catch the probe coming down. Yeah, so, he's always going to check that. That makes sense. And we are going to be going for the end scout. It's going to be the end scout for Exit here. The follow-up for Baal. Double gateway gas. So we're not playing the greedy greed. We're playing like the greed. That's how you know P is good. When he goes for the 12 Nexus and he's got the cross spawn. Yeah, and unfortunately for Exit, he's going to be making the 3rd Marine here. Definitely not something you want to be going for this quickly on. Triple CC to punish this. So triple CC with mines and double armory actually is a move. It actually is a move. I feel like It really only works on good Protoss, though. So I feel like a lot of Protosses will just kind of fucking A-move their goons across the map. And they might lose a couple of mines, but they're not going to think about the fact that there could be more mines. They're just going to go. And then sometimes it's a little bit of a mind game going on because it gets a little wild when you got 3 bases and you're trying to protect all 3 with only, like, you know, 9 to 12 mines or so. It's hard to pick all the spots and all the locations. And the response from Exit is going to be a starport proxy here. I like this response. This is something I like to do as well. Oh, this is before CC even, so this is going to be really fast. He's gonna pull out this proxy really, really quick. Disgusting. Oh, even more disgusting. Had that 3 hatch before pool and a ZVZ. ZVZ energy. Second gas right away for Baal here. Ouch. I don't know. Like he's saying ouch. Maybe his cat bit his toe or something in the middle of this game. 2 zealots at the front here, 2 goons. So we might go for a little bit of a pressure here from Baal now. He does have the probe. Kind of poke. Oh, he said ouch because he scouted the 12 next cross spawn. Ah, that's what it was. The 12 next cross spawn was the ouch. Are we gonna build a fucking CC here? What are we doing with this S.C.V? Okay, how many vultures do we have on the map? I think we only have 2. So far, only 2 vultures out on the map. Vulture's gonna poke in now. Baal gonna see. Actually, I'm kind of curious why he put the pylon here. Maybe he's thinking about a quick cannon? No, we're not going forge. Mine should be finishing any moment now. Wait, what? Did he go speed first? Oh, he went speed first. Oh, interesting. Okay. That is, I mean, that's an option. You could go speed first. I typically like mines first. So you want to, like, he could just die if Protoss went across the map. But at the same time, this drop might actually get some big time damage done. We're going to see probably 2 vultures dropped here at the natural. Maybe only 1 vulture at the natural, 2 at the main. And the thing about speed is you actually don't wait to drop it all the way over here. You'll probably drop whatever number you're going to drop here and then drop the rest of them here on the corner. Because they're actually faster in the dropship, right? Because they have the speed upgrade. I think he was actually trying to wait for mines. He's waiting for mines. He's actually waiting for mines. So we're going to see just 1 here and then 2. Oh, we're actually going to just put all 3? Immediate response from Baal. You know, this hasn't done too much damage just yet. I think we've only gotten about 3 probes thus far. And we're even going to lose the dropship. You know, this hold from Baal was quite good. This wasn't the damage we wanted. This is a big commitment from Terran to go for a drop this quickly on. We're barely starting mines. We're barely starting mining at the natural because of this. We are somehow up 3 worker. Not really sure how the hell that's even possible. Maybe we were cutting probes. I mean, we had to be cutting probes. Maybe a mistake. Oh, we did get 2 balloons. You're right. I mean, that's better than nothing. But I don't know if timing attack is our follow-up. I feel like we definitely wanted more probes there. A couple mines are going to be separating the goons from the 3rd base, so this will delay a little bit of mining here at the 3rd base for Baal. With the observer out now, we are going to be able to clear up these mines. And, wow, okay. Exit says, let's go. We just aren't making probes. Yeah, we're not, huh? All 3 Nexus not making probes right now. Really valuing the units for some reason. And, you know, crazy enough, it's actually going to pay off for him. He's trying to go for this little bit of a move out right now. And I guess us cutting probes has equaled more goon production and more observers. So we're actually going to have plenty to fight this. Yeah, Exit actually deciding, you know what? I don't think this attack's going to work. He decides to send the tanks and the Marines home. You know, Baal did kill that first dropship, so he might not be expecting a second dropship so quickly. He did spot it, though. Baal on top of it. He does spot this dropship coming in. 1 vulture going to be late. I'd love to see some mines go down really quickly. Maybe we get a freaking fat... No, it looks like we're not going to get the fat mine explosion. 3 more vultures being dropped here in the main. We're going to get 2 probes, 3 probes, 3 probes. Maybe we're going to drop here at the 3rd now. 2 cannons going up. But they're not morphed just yet. Actually, just one cannon going up. So we might be able to get 2 more probes here. So 2 more probes get picked off, and he's just going to go back into the main? What's the play here? God, you know what? We're not really killing a lot of probes, but we are forcing all these extras back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We're losing a lot of mining time here for Baal, and we're going to fly right back into the main, it looks like. Dragoon's barely getting into position. He might be able to just run by them, though, and go pick off a couple more probes. This might be the damage we're looking for. So we've got an 8 so far. We're at 9, 10. This is definitely the damage we're looking for. Exit's got to be feeling really good about this vulture drop. I think we're up to about 12 at this point. Then this is from the second round. The first round got at least 3. So yeah, we've killed about 15 probes at this point. Honestly, yeah, this is basically won us the game. From Terran's perspective, I think we just go up to like 5, 6, as many as we can afford, and we just go. Looks like we're waiting for the +1 upgrade, most likely. Might as well. I mean, he could even take a third base. That's a valid play as well. He's got the economic advantage so drastically, like such a drastic economic advantage at this point, that if he wishes, he could just take the third here. Should take a third and push Mihu style. What do you mean by that? Like, just push very, very intelligently, like abusing terrain and fighting really well with target firing and whatnot, and positioning? That's what I think of when I think of Mihu style. These Mihu... I mean, this armory was pretty slow. Maybe it kind of... Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, we're actually loading this up with two tanks. I don't think we can get anything done with these 2 tanks, though. I mean, there's already double cannon at both... At the natural, double cannon here at the third. We got a cannon and the goon sitting inside the main here. I hate the forge cannons. Gotta just defend with goons and ob split. You guys have less shit to stop this timing because of that. Yeah, you know what? I feel... Welcome back. I feel like Exit doesn't really have enough. Well, this is going to be kind of close. Is there a shuttle? If there's a shuttle, I think he wins this. No shuttle. We're going to have to reinforce quite quickly here from the side of Exit. I think we want to just be making straight vulture to reinforce a little bit more quickly. This is like a really, really interesting position to be taking.
It's pretty interesting to me, yeah. Because, I mean, the pros can just, like, navigate around this Terran setup, right?
We actually had a little bit of a tank drop that happened over here. How the hell did he get that? Oh, I guess by moving out? Ahead. Yeah, he got big-time damage. He killed about 16 workers with the vulture drop.
Wow. I feel like if Exit just starts a command center, he's in the most phenomenal position right now.
Yeah, and he's actually... I think he is going to be making a command center. We do see the S.C.V over here chilling at the third, and that is going to be a command center on location. Science facility is done, so we're looking to get the 2-1 timing. Or maybe not timing per se, as it's a little bit later than our... like our +1 had already finished. But Exit just being relentless with these dropships. I think this is about the 4th dropship he's made this game, because it keeps losing them.
On screens as well.
Oh, the single Dark Templar, though. What's our scan likes? We got 2 scans available.
Does he notice? He might not notice in all the chaos of it, you know. There he goes.
Well, the thing about these men with invisible capes is even though you can see them, doesn't mean you can kill them. And they're actually getting some big-time DPS done. And yeah, actually, Baal just kind of squashes that push.
Well, now that he's squashed that push, he could just put the pressure on right now and try and clear up some more of these tanks, right?
I mean, I feel like that's definitely the move. You got to go for these tanks. You want to kill these before they can get reinforced with whatever army is coming. Oh, the single mine getting 2 DTs there. That was pretty big. Oh my god, there was like a guy was like a fucking egg hiding under the mother.
Clear up these goons. This tank wins. This tank wins.
See? Tank does win. Are we going to suicide the vultures for more probes? It looks like the answer is yes. Actually, I had a little bit of an angle here, I think. I think we could slip in. We definitely could slip in there.
Yeah, he definitely could continue to get further damage. I don't think he needs to get further damage. I don't think he should trade vultures for probes anymore, honestly. I feel like at this point in the game, we've got a comfortable lead economically speaking. Like, we shouldn't be trading vultures for probes anymore.
Oh, I just realized that was you talking about this G5. Spots G-shift and still gets tons of damage, typical. Needs buffering for the tanks. Yeah, I feel like he should have just rallied Vulture there for sure when he was at this position here. Good build by Exit, just needed buffering for the tanks. A couple rounds of Vultures would have helped a ton. He still had the... He's definitely still ahead. He's really, really high in the worker count compared to his opponent. He's got 3-2 on... Or sorry, 2-1 on the... Or I guess 1-1 is done, getting +2 weapon. We should probably start that +1 armor or +2 armor shortly.
I mean, armor's not like super important. Once you got the 1 armor, it's okay. But yeah, you do still want to get as much value in your units as possible, right? Missing the armor is still not ideal.
And look at this. Exit going for
parries.
double dropship here. We're actually making a second dropship. Just absolutely relentless with the dropship play in this game. Getting EMP research. I don't even... Oh, our only starport's over here, so we're making vessels from the proxy. It's crazy. And you know what? Are we going to be able to get anything done with this dropship? There's literally 2 cannons in position. I don't see this getting any damage. Although this might force goons to kill this... Oh, you should have just ran to the vultures. That would have been a little bit better. This is going to force goons to probably kill this pylon off. I guess we just run in with Zealot. Clean this up. Oh, Exit a little bit desperate for gas here, mining with like 7 S.C.Vs on gas here at the third. Definitely a misclick. He probably thought he had not already put 3 on there and sent another 3. Sitting on a 7 factory count to that of 9 Gateway of Baal. Scans going down. Maybe just trying to confirm if there's any observers. Yeah, looks like those were observer scans out here outside of the third and the natural of Exit. Just looking to be able to pick off anything to deny vision. Unfortunately, Baal... I mean, Bale's got to have a bunch of observers at this point. We're sitting at the 16-minute mark. Double drop looking to get something done here at 12, but there's too much here. We're not going to be able to get something done here. And it looks like the starport is going to lift off and start floating home. Oh, unfortunately, these dropships are going to get picked off, and that's a big loss. That's a tank and 2 vultures with the dropship. Now we're looking to do something here. We're dropping 2 tanks. There's 5 zealots in position, though. We're still going to get a couple... Yeah, definitely a good trade for Baal here. I mean, he lost like 4 probes, I think. And we got... Oh, we don't get this dropship, though, unfortunately. But we killed 3 tanks and 2 vultures and a dropship. That's definitely the trade we're looking for as Baal. Sabine is trying to move across the map here. Gonna get intercepted. And Exit continuing to keep the pressure on with the dropships. God, this is like wild. Like once you see like 1 cannon, it already makes you like double think going for the drop. And when they have like 2 or 3 cannons, you're definitely like, I don't think a drop works, but Exit's like totally comfortable just trading these vultures off. While this is all going on, he's hitting his macro cycles back at home. Looks like 3-2 almost done. That's probably going to be the go time for him. Maybe he even goes with just 2-2 and we'll just wait for 3 as he's moving. Is this Exit Brood War? Leo the Lion? Yeah, this is Exit from Nas. 5th base going down for ash.Baal here. But we still have no vision whatsoever outside of the rally point of Exit, so we have no idea when he's going to go. Our probe count's still sitting quite low here in this game. Which actually might make the army count a little bit higher if we ever get to that 200-200 for Protoss. Looks like Exit thinking about taking a 4th base. Yeah, looks like this S.C.V going down to 6 is going to be to make a 4th. Once again, we just have straight up gateway man for Baal. No tech. I don't even know if we have Sidestorm yet. We must have Sidestorm if we're upgrading the energy upgrade for the Templars. Looks like our first round of High Templars are popping out now. Probably want a third gas then if we're going to start mixing High Templars into the mix. So Vulture's just being annoying here on the right side of the map, looking to deny it. Any more expansions for Baal, and he is going to be able to pick off this probe, looking to do that. Nice pick off there. And I feel like as we get this 3 weapon upgrade, that is going to be the go signal for exit here. However, a big army for Baal shifting over to the left side here. He does have the +2 weapon on the Phase Disruptor. We can't even actually saturate our 4th because we're like really lacking on the probe count at all the rest of our bases. Vultures again trading off for a couple more probes. And a couple of units going to get caught in the middle of the map are going to get caught by these mines. He might actually get some kills. Okay, no. Looks like just one goon going down. However, a couple mines connecting and severely damaging another, about almost a control group worth of units. Yeah, and Exit just being very, very careful and patient about this. Knows he does no rush. It's not like there's carriers on the way or Protoss has like both corners or something like that. So he's just happy to take his 4th here, get that secured and ready to go. +3 weapon is done. Researching +3 ground armor now. Our first observer in, I'd say, about 10 minutes that is actually confirming whether or not Exit is pushing the gas and going for that attack. We definitely want these High Templars in the mix, though, if we want to fight this. But, excuse me, we do have 3 High Templars in a shuttle, so that's at least 3 storms. I want to say these are from earlier that we witnessed, so maybe about 6 storms available. But we're going to need the storms of our fucking life here to make something happen, because this is a big, scary Terran army. High Templars are dropping. That's a decent first storm here. We need more storms, though. We need a lot more storms. Another second storm, not too bad, but yeah, this is just way too much Terran. He's up 60 supply. Baal on his last limb here, fighting valiantly for his team, trying to stay in it, trying to tie the series up and maybe win it 2-1. But right now, Terran just on the gas pedal, moving across the map. We got about 12 tanks, maybe more. It looks like a little bit more than 12 tanks. Factory's blinking. We're going to be reinforcing soon. Protoss down 50 supply here. Finding these High Templars too before they can cast any storms. Nice Vulture snipes. One storm does get casted, but definitely a little lackluster. The second storm's a little bit better, but this just isn't enough. I mean, maybe if we gotta start stringing DTs and there's no scans for exit. I mean, somehow, some way, we got 3K in the bank. I don't know how do we not macro in here, man? We should be spamming the fuck out of our gateways. Terran starting to reinforce the push here. Getting to this juicy spot. Once you sit outside the rally point, this is definitely where it starts to become big time trouble for Protoss. Protoss desperately trying to break this push here. Nice little mine drag. Connects on to about 2 tanks. But there's just not enough Protoss. There's just too much Terran. And by winning this engagement, he now has control of the rally point, so you can start splitting off tanks to take out these expansions. And there it is. ash.Baal is going to tap out. It's going to be GG called. And Exit will win the series 2-0. Yeah, I actually played really well in that game too, man. That was a last scout 12 Nexus, and it was cross map, right? So definitely a tough situation for Terran to be in, especially on a big map like Vermeer. There's really no opportunity to pull the boys and go for the bust. He kind of made the best out of his situation by going for that dropship. I like it. I don't usually see the starport started before the command center. That was a little different, but he made it work. I mean, we got a lot of value out of that dropship. The whole game really utilizing the dropship play. It's pretty wild. A lot of Terrans, you know, they make that first dropship, it dies. It's like, well, you know, I lost the dropship. Maybe we just kind of take our win for whatever we got with it. But no, Exit loses that first dropship, and he decides to make a second, loses that one, decides to make a third, loses that one, makes a fourth, and then deep into the mid game, we're making double dropship trying to bust the 12. It was pretty wild. But, alright. So that's going to be game number 2. The series tied up 1 apiece. Fonger taking down attentat 2-0. Exit striking back, taking down Baal 2-0. As we move into game number 3, HatcheryCake versus Lana is hot. I need a little refreshment, boys. I'm gonna pour one up. If you guys got something at home, this is the time. Thank you everybody for supporting the stream today and supporting CPL 9. Cheers. Salut. Gun Bay. Skull. Yeah, 420 it up, dude. If that's your cup of tea. All right. I'm going to throw up some predictions before we go into this next game. This is your chance to win some points or lose some points. Oh, actually, sorry. Not prediction. Say, was it prediction? I already threw up prediction. Just kidding. HatcheryCake versus Lana. It's hot. Alright, polls up, boys. As we're gonna hop into the next series here. Can I vote for myself? I don't see who else you would vote for, HatcheryCake. You're the one playing this game. So everyone in tier 0 is at least B rank. Some touching A here and there. Roughly about 1750s B rank, I would say. Yeah, it's about there. After coming off a very entertaining watch there in that game number 2 of series number 2, we find ourselves with yet again another Protoss player in the matchup. This time around it's going to be Lanaishot up against our boy HatcheryCake. And isn't Lana in Nom too, guys? I thought Lana's in Nom. Maybe just not rocking the clan tag for this match. But I feel like Lana's in Nom. And down here in the bottom right, it's our boy HatcheryCake, who's actually a fellow streamer as well. I believe you stream, right, HatcheryCake? I feel like you stream. I think I've seen you a couple times. Such a huge difference between B and C. I say so. And then there's a huge difference between like low B and like middle A. I feel like high B, low A are pretty similar. Comes down to the consistency and decision making, but a lot of the mechanics are there. But once you get to like once you're like middle A rank, like solid A rank, definitely a big difference between solid A and like a lower B, maybe slightly solid B. I used to, I don't do it too much anymore. Ah, gotcha. And it looks like HatcheryCake going to be opening up this game with none other than an overpool. And from the side of Lana, we are just seeing a Forge expand coming out of him. Forge going down on that 12 supply mark. Forgot, you know, Do you have to be 18 to stream on Twitch? Ah, I typed that in wrong. Would be fun to get an age analysis of CPL players. I feel like everyone is like late 20s, early 30s for the most part. Maybe a couple outliers here and there, but I want to say like just like the Starcraft scene in general, probably it's everyone around there. Gotta give a fellow nommer some love, man. Looks like HatcheryCake gonna be trying to find a way to trap this probe. Probe being a little slippery here. Gonna be able to slide out here. Second probe already on the way. So Lana thinking this probe's gonna go down. Huh, he probably should take a different route though. He probably shouldn't show that he has a second probe already on the way. Well, it looks like instead it was actually just gonna be a drone drilled, or a probe drill. He must have clicked on the mineral before the other probe left. Okay, we have gas on the way. You know, actually, this is kind of weird. Lana went for gas before the gateway. That's got to be a mistake. I don't know what the purpose is behind this one. I'm not too familiar with. Well, I mean, I'm pretty comfortable casting PvZ, but I don't ever see this, so I'm not really sure what's going on. OG checking in. I played World of Warcraft 1 online using hacks. Wasn't supposed to work online. Not sure where that comment came from, but alright. I think World of Warcraft Classic was the best, dude. It's my favorite. TBC was cool. I never played Razz. And then I played a little bit of Kata. Thought that was alright. So we do have the Cybercore going down. So he's going to be banking up a lot of gas. I wonder if this means he's going to Starport or something. It's the only thing I can think of. Or maybe he's going to drop down like 4 gateways and go like 5 gateway goon or something a little wild. Okay, layer on the way for HatcheryCake, so this is going to be straight up standard stuff. Well, would you see the... It looks like this probe is in position to throw down another gateway. I feel like this is going to be goons. Oh, just kidding. Just a second gateway. And then a citadel. Okay. There is a spire on the way, however, so Lana being a little wild here. I don't think he even saw the spire actually start. So this could be just a straight up win, build order win for HatcheryCake if we skip the Stargate here. Maybe our plan is to fight the Muta with Archon. But I think like we start the second gas now. So I don't really know what's going on here. Maybe we're going to go for like a really strong Zealot timing attack here, but I still don't understand the point of making the simulator before the core. Or sorry, before even our gateway, right? It seems really, really early. Yo, SC Lighter 101, thank you for the follow, brother. Okay, so Speedling's moving across the map now. Gonna keep tabs on what's going on. DT's a speed zealot timing move out. CPL Yakub. Yo, Yakub, a fellow caster as well. I saw you signed up. Look forward to seeing you out on the Twitch streams representing the CPL 9 scene. But if Speed Zeal Gateway should be made first. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't know if there is anything. Like, the only thing I thought of was like double Stargate or like 4 Gateway Goon or something. You took all the S.C.V casts? I had to, man. But my boys, gotta show them some love here in the closing stages of the CPL season. Looking forward to watching my boys play, seeing their growth, especially the tier 3 guys. I'm really looking forward to that tier 3 cast after this. Because I've seen a lot of our tier 3 players in the beginning of the season. I want to see how much they've grown and how much they've improved. Maybe some of their builds a little bit more crispy now. We have had some excellent coaching from Razzle Dazzle helping out the Protoss players, and Art of Turtle helping out those Zerg players. And then, of course, I was our Terran coach. But, you know, I tried my best to help coach some of the Terran players, but it's hard. Sometimes, you know, work gets in the way and just scheduling conflicts. Would love to spend a little bit more time with them. Alright, so a little bit of a timing attack here. It's only 5 Zealots with 2 more dripping in, so it's going to be a total of 7 Zealots. He's just going to run. He's just going to wide walk right on into the main. Definitely want to avoid these Sunkens. And what are we going to be able to get done here? We got 4 Zealots will remain, and we're going after drones. How many can we get? We got 1. We got 1 drone, dude, for 7 Zealot. Not the trade Lana's looking for. Hatchery probably feeling really good about that. And now, we're going across the map. High Templars in production, so no Archons yet. Desperately trying to get some cannons down in time. I think HatcheryCake can just straight up win. He might be able to just get on top of his cannons here at the main. And kill them before they morph. He's going to get on top of 1. Don't be scared of 1. Don't be scared of 1. Just kill that shit. Ah, he's fucking microing against probes. Ah. Nanu. Hatch. Why not kill the cannon? Oh, now we're not even attacking probes. Okay, he recognizes it. Great hold. Cannon should have been started earlier. Yeah, we definitely could have got on top of that and killed the cannon and then stopped the second cannon, and then we're just fucking ripping all the cannons that are spawning. Another run by coming out of Lana's hot. Once again, it's going to be 5. I like this split off here. I love this decision from Lana to split off 1 Zealot there. Hatchery might be really distracted with the 6 in the main. Might forget about the 1 in the nat. But no, we do see a good reaction. He pulls the drones. We're losing only 2 drones this time around. It's nice that the blood lingers for so long so I can actually keep track of how many drones die. So we're going to get 3 drones here. 4 drones. Oh, just 3. Did we get 3 or 4? We definitely got 3. Maybe we got 4 there. You know, I'm still liking Hatchery's position here. I mean, we've forced out a lot of cannons. And now instead of Storms, we got 2 Archons. So if we have a Hydra switch, which it looks like we are going to have the Hydra switch sometime soon. +1, is that +2? I can't tell. Maybe we just started it. I imagine we just started it. That was painful. Yeah, we're definitely light on the probes. Yo, Quark! What's up, man? Nice to see you saying hi and stopping by. Not great at counting, but that seems low. Now we're down to 31 probes. We got a lot there. That's pretty good. This attack, a little bit scary, but there is a... Can the Archon fit on the side here? I think it can. If the Archon can fit on the side here, it's actually a little bit more scary. But no, the Archons are bouncing. The Archons are bouncing. He can't actually get in there. Oh, avoid the Archons. Avoid the Archons. Don't let your Vetus die to Archons. Ah, no. Hatch, this is not the fight we want. This is not the fight we want. Just let your Sunken deal with the Archons and the Hydras. We're going to lose all our Mitas here. We definitely could have kept all those Mitas alive. Unfortunate. Z has this. It's unlosable. 31 probes. Yeah, we're not even making probes, and we didn't even resaturate our natural. We were so focused on the attack. We got 2 Zealots in a dream. DT getting some work done, I think. No, he still hasn't killed anything. We do have 1/1 upgrade for Protoss compared to the 0/0 of Zerg. But this is definitely Hatchery's game to lose. I really feel like we should have kept those Mitas alive, but looks like it might not even matter. We're still not transferring back to our natural. I feel like that's a little bit of a mistake. Even forcing out some more cannons is Hatcher. Oh, 1 storm goes down. 2nd storm goes down. Drone count looking quite healthy. All the bases mining well. Maybe could use like 1 or 2 here at the main, but overall pretty good. This Hatcher going to try to go down. It is going to get denied by the Dark Templar. HatcheryCake transitioning now to the Hydra play. He's got a lot of Hydras, boys. This is going to be really scary. And this Overlord, oh, it's just barely in range of being able to spot this DT. We should see research for the... Okay, we do have the research for the Overlord speed on the way. Leaving the Nat minerals for later. Long-term sustainable mining. Oh, obviously calculated. You're right. How can I not have thought of that, Cork? You're right. Wait, he's getting ready for the late game. This is definitely the play we need to make here is play macro. We have a lot of High Templars. We've gathered up about 8 of them. Can we actually utilize 8 Storms, though? Or 8 High Templar? That is the question. I think of this a lot when I play TVZ. It's really hard to start to utilize effectively 8 vessels. I imagine it's pretty similar with Storms. Maybe a little bit easier with Storms, to be honest. Because you don't have to fucking click a individual unit like you do with an Irradiate. You can easily click a goddamn Zergling or some shit by accident. Where, like, with the Storms, you just click and boom, it wipes out a whole freaking mineral line. I used to only make 1 probe per crystal because more than that would be 50 minerals. Never get back when the map was mine. I can't tell if you're trolling or if that's really what you used to do. I wonder if TVT will evolve to the point that they'll start doing that. And like single player and shit? Or like online? Yo, Redman in the house! I was like 10 at the time. That original strat game mindset. Okay, hold on. We have a lot of storms. Can we actually get something done here? Yo, Redman, I need to actually talk to you soon. I got a special announcement I'm making later on in the cast. I feel like you might be able to help me out. A lot of storms going down. And actually, that's it. That's all the storms he's got left. He actually did eliminate all the Hydras. Crazy. I think there was like 3 control groups of Hydras there. Or maybe we moved Hydras to this location. We didn't actually have everything balled up. Because why spend more than you have to? I mean, if you play Zerg, that seems like a pretty good mindset. You only need 1 fucking drone per patch, right? Yeah, I mean, I think that was a really... like, that was crazy. How he eliminated that many Hydras with what he had. Letting the HE limit so generous. I mean, I think he... I don't know. I think HatcheryCake is... I mean, this is going to be... This is the pickoff we need, though. We're about to get, like, 8 High Templars. We're casting storms. We're trying our best. But, I mean, our army's almost entirely High Templar. We don't even have any units besides High Templar at this point. Another big storm going down. He's going to be able to catch a lot of these Hydras here. Even catches the probe transfer. Like we're not already enough down in the probe count. We're just going to lose a couple more here, unfortunately. 3 Archons morphing. I don't see them ever finishing unless we just forget to send Overlords. God, these 3 Dark Templars or 2 Dark Templars? 2 Dark Templars doing some big time work. Zeratul and his brother fighting for fighting for their lives here. Keeping Protoss in the game. Archon going to be able to soak up a lot of damage here. Maybe let the Dark Templar here get a little bit more work done. Yeah, this looks pretty much over for Protoss. I don't see him ever possibly coming back into this game. We're even seeing the transition to Lurkers now for HatcheryCake. I don't even think we have a Robo. We don't even have a Robo as Protoss. Here at the 16-minute mark. Hydra's getting outside the natural now. Oh, I guess we're running to this high ground. We got a lot of units. I think we can just literally A-move across the map and we win this point. No Robo is high skill Oya style? There's no way Oya doesn't make Robos in TVZ. I don't really watch him very much, if that really all, to be honest. Alright, and GG is called. And that's going to be HatcheryCake taking game number 1. I feel like the game might have ended like way sooner if we just picked off that cannon that was morphing instead of going for probes at the start of the game with the first 6 meter. But you know, we still did some good work. We ended up getting that win for Team Notorious S.C.V. So well done, HatcheryCake. Or HatcheryCake. I always call you HatcheryCake, man. It's so troll. It's HatcheryCake. What's higher, T1 or T3? Tier 1. Tier 0 being the highest, Tier 1 second, all the way down to Tier 3 being the newer players, I would say. Why is Razz playing in CPL? Didn't he play in BSL Pro League? I mean, I think... Well, Razz is pretty good. I'm not going to say anything about that. Razz is good. But he kind of got into Pro League because, like, 2 people dropped out or some shit. I don't think he actually qualified. But Razz isn't playing Protoss in CPL. Like, Razz would obviously fucking wreck, like, pretty much everybody if he was playing Protoss. But he's playing Terran, actually. So his Terran is, like... I think he's touch A with Terran. Or at least he's, like, high B with Terran. With at least the TVP matchup. I think his TVZ is alright. We're going to find out today, actually, how good his TVZ is. And then his TVT is probably his worst. Oya never goes robo before he sees Lurker, and will insist on fighting Lurkers without obs for several minutes at a time. Yeah, so basically, SC Lighter, he's off racing, right? Like, he's not playing. If he was playing Protoss, I mean, that wouldn't be allowed. I'm pretty sure he used to hit S. He's like solid A nowadays. Alright, so let's move on to game number 2 here. Razz can hit S. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. It just depends on how much he's practicing for it. And like lately, he might actually be practicing a little bit more than usual, but I mean, he's just a busy man. All right, guys, here we go. We're hopping into game number 2. Lana is hot, feeling the heat right now. This could be his last game in CPL. He needs a win here. He needs to push this to 3. He has to try to tie up the series. Or sorry. Yeah, tie up the series. But overall win the match to give his team of Cattlebruisers a shot of taking down the Notorious S.C.Vs here in this CPL 9 playoff week 1. Spawning down here in the bottom right as the brown Protoss. It's Lana. What does he have up his sleeve this game? Are we going to see the simulator before Gateway once again? Still no idea what the reasoning was behind that. Maybe I'll have to talk to him and ask. And in the bottom left, it's a fellow Nommer. Our boy pulling out a solid win. You know, a lot of mistakes here and there, but you know, that's Starcraft. You can't play perfect. It's a very hard game. Even the best players in the world make mistakes. It's our purple Zerg HatcheryCake. Looking to open with the Overlord. So it could be 12. It could be... Sorry, it could be 12... Okay, we're not going to see a 12 hatch. It's going to be a pool. It's going to be just the overpool once again coming out of HatcheryCake. Looks like he really likes... really favors this build in the ZVP matchup. Wants to be really safe early on against maybe gateway pressure. Or potentially like a cannon rush or some shit if he goes for the 12 hatchery play. Wonder how many global S players, especially if you remove hackers. Thousands. Hackers are extremely rare. And then the breakdown of Korea versus non. 500 to 1. There's definitely S rankers outside of Korea. Not... Well, maybe if you include the Chinese players, a lot more than I'm thinking. But there's got to be some South... I mean, there's definitely South Americans. We've got a couple people from Canada. China for sure. Europe. I mean, for everywhere around the world, there's S players outside of Korea. Is Eon Zerg S? Yeah, I would assume so. I can't imagine he's not. He's very good. He's been playing forever. Quark versus Lovesnow Cats when? Quark would probably smash me, man. There's 100 or so S rank, easily excluding China. Oh my god, are we going to see this build come out of Lana? Oh, casting it. Okay, maybe. Quark's like solid S, right? I haven't watched Quark play in a long time. I know you're like famous for like your incredibly low APM. Alright, so once again it was a Forge expand. This time around we're going for the gateway instead of the simulator. I like it. So you know what? Lana has done this quite a few times. Rock, paper, scissors champion. Lana has pulled this out a couple times in CPL games recently. He likes to proxy like 2 gateways and go DTs. And I want to see if he wants to pull that out here with everything on the line. The hidden gateway proxy DT in main. Yeah. So Yakub knows what I'm talking about. He's seen it. And with this probe, you know, having full attention from these Zerglings, like HatcheryCake, there's no way he's suspecting, oh, he sent a second probe super early on and snuck it into my main. He has it tucked away in the corner. Yeah, Cybercore already done. We're going to start mining some gas. Okay, once again, it looks like HatcheryCake just kind of playing stock standard ZVP style. Going for that lair. Going to be going for that spire. We'll see if this time around he wants to make mutas. I think if you can get any confirmation once again that it's going to be skipping the Stargate, he might just go for the mutas. How many series are we in at the moment? Jesus Whips, what's up, Ben? So this is series number 3. Let me give you a quick little show because we don't got too much going on here at the moment. So we're in game 3. Right now, Fonger won game number 1. Exit tied it up, so 1-1 apiece right now. HatcheryCake just won game number 1 of their series, best of 3 against Lana. So everything on the line for Lana right now. He's fighting to stay alive. Yo, Lanaishot, what's up, dude? Thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. And we do see the pylon. Holy shit, Lana pulling out the magic build. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the DT move, dude. We're doing the proxy DT. We're doing it. We should see the... How much is Archives? Is it 150? I think it's 150 gas, right? Or is it 200? I don't even know. I barely play Protoss, like ever. I should probably know this. Looks like it's 200. 150, 200. 150 actually? I don't know. Yeah, it's 150, 200. Quark would know, 100%. Alright, here we go. Gateway going down. God, this is just like, Lana has obviously practiced this a lot, dude. He knows exactly when to put that gateway down so it doesn't get spotted.
What's up,
just out of vision. Hello?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yo, what up, Moonrai? We're in the middle of series number 3 of this beautiful CPL cast.
Oh, you're casting CPL? Okay, let me shut up.
You're good, man. That gas vision limitation a simulator would see it. Yeah, dude, it's so broken that simulators have such a greater radius of vision. It's like they have like that +1 light radius from D2. So 3 Zealots kind of poking forward, pushing the Lings back. Oh my god, wait, did the Mutas see that? Oh my god, the Mutas didn't see the gateway. Holy shit. Mita's going across the map. What's he gonna bank up like fucking 4 DTs or something? Or are we just going? We're going. Oh, Hatch sees it. He sees it now. We've got him, what, 4 already? That's 4 drones? That's pretty decent. Oh no! We're not paying attention to the DT though! And Hatch knows now that he's been done goofed. I can't believe with everything on the line, Lana's going for proxy DT, proxy gateway DT in the main. This is wild, guys. We're remaking drones here at the 3rd, probably going to resending those. Oh, the DT gets back in. Round 2. Round 2 assault. He's looking for somewhere he can hide. There's 3 overlords in the main now. Oh! There's no overlord! There's no overlord! Oh, there's an overlord here? Oh my god, I can't believe the Overlord had enough vision to get him killed. To get the DT killed there. Ah. There's no cannon though. Well, you think he should have cannon rushed behind this? I mean, I think it really fucked the P build to do that 100%. But he got like, what, 5 drones? I think you have to like almost win the game with that type of shit. Or like get like every drone and maybe snipe a building or something for it to be worth. Because he wasn't minding with the probe forever. Pylon, gateway. Oh, he just kills the pylon, doesn't even care about the gateway. Okay, will he go for the... Oh my god, just kill the fucking cannon. Hatch! What are we scared of one cannon for? I mean, this is good too. I mean, he's going to get a lot of probes. Maybe this is even better, actually. Who knows? I would assume just kill the cannon and you win the game, right? Pretty much win the game. Because then you just reinforce with more mutas. He has no Stargate. So our play here is we have to make Archons. Oh. We're going after a gateway? I don't think that's the move. So we... What the fuck? Alright, so now there's going to be 3 cannons. So Hatch won't be able to eliminate those cannons any longer. We got the seven zealots with a single goon moving out here to the 3rd. But I think the SimCity is too fantastic here. He should have enough to hold this. Micering the Hydra's back. Muta's coming back home to defend. We're going to be target firing that goon and then free reign on the zealots. Goon's falling back to the sunken. And I mean, there's just really nothing going for Lana here. We lost a lot of probes. Oh, we do somehow manage not to trap our Archon there. I thought I got stuck in between that. And I was just like, how's that possible? I have no idea. Muta's coming across the map. Archon in position here. Where the storm? I think he researched it. Pretty certain he has it researched. We do have 3 High Templar. Oh, he doesn't actually get the... He's trying hard. I don't... not sure how worth it that is. I think that was like 5 meta. Maybe it was. Is we can just go for the kill now with the Hydras and there's lack of Storm. I don't think he has Storm researched. He doesn't have Storm. He forgot Storm. Oh, we're just dead. And there it is. HatcheryCake taking down Lana. 2-0. Well done, Hatcher. So he has no reason to attack here. SimCity is very nice. Is strong as the Starcraft community right now? What? How strong is the Starcraft community right now? Is that what you're asking, Lanaishot? Is he afraid of a single late forge ups or a weak economy? Just go lurkers in 4th. That could, I mean, you could play it that way too. Dude, the Starcraft community's on the rise, man. It's on the rise, boys. We got a big time announcement that I'll be making a little bit later today in the cast. I'm trying to wait for that viewer count to go up a bit before I make the announcement. Letting people get home from work, have their dinner, and turn on the CPL cast. Well done, Hatch. Thanks, man. GG. Depends where. I haven't played since iCup days. Oh shit! Dang, you're like just coming back to the scene, huh? Nice, dude. Well, welcome back, man, to the best game that's ever been made. Alright, so it's going to be Hatch taking it 2-0, giving advantage to the Notorious S.C.Vs. Oh my god. Hatch, this is how I know you were just in middle school, man. Oh, man. Alright. Well, I wasn't trying to cast my own cast. I thought some of my buddies would hop in here and cast with me, but I think everyone's busy. See if I can get Unko in here. I whispered Unko. Let's see what he says. He's not even watching the stream right now, so he might not even be home. Might still be working. The first time I casted myself, I was like, in here, I will go meet us. And then I went Lickers. That's beautiful. No, I remember this game. I just played it like fucking yesterday, dude. I played it after my BWCL match. Oh, God. Alright, I just won't say anything, I guess. We'll hop into it. Actually, hold on. Fuck. Let me put the scoreboard. Alright, boys. It's Lovesnow versus Grass. Gonna be casting myself here. Should be a little different. Roast the Terran. Oh god, there's probably gonna be a lot of shit I'm gonna see. I'm like, nah, no, what am I doing here? It's very possible. We got ourselves a TVP here. Alright, here we go. It's Notorious S.C.Vs with a 1-game advantage currently, leading the series, the overall series that is, 2-1. Both Exit and HatcheryCake finding victories in their matches. It's up to Grass to tie the series. Spawning over here in the top right as the blue Protoss, it's Psy Grass. I believe he is a leader. He definitely is a BWCL leader for Clan Psy. Because I remember when I was trying to associate my match, or schedule my match rather, not associate, fuck. Set up my match with him yesterday. He was telling me to meet him up on the Europe server because he was keeping an eye on his players. So this man's pretty good. See what kind of shenanigans he has in store for us. As it is Butter, a 2-player map. Definitely a lot of room for proxies, a lot of room for some suspicious shit from Protoss. And down here in the bottom right, NA's last Terran hope. None other than me. Oh man. So yeah, this game I opened 9 racks because I'm so used to getting fucking gas stolen, or a gateway being built like right over here or at my natural, that I actually opened 9 racks. And I think I went 10 depot after that. I probably should have gone 9 depot. And then we even take a fast gas. As you can see though from Protoss, he's just playing standard, dude. He doesn't even set a probe early. I have to run to a hockey game, but just pretend I'm posting go Notorious S.C.Vs once every 5 minutes. Yo, NCX, thanks for stopping by, man. We appreciate the support and the love. Yeah, so this is like a really, really niche thing I did here to open up the series. I really expected Grass to go for like a gas steal followed by like some Zealot pressure early on from like a proxy gateway. Instead, he scouted after core. So, definitely not feeling great about that right now. Like, I mean, I don't know that just yet. I'm going to get in there with my S.C.V. and then I'm going to be like, oh, fuck. This kind of sucks for me in the opener. But, yeah, like, we're going to have a really late factory here, unfortunately, even though we went for, like, a 9 racks with a 10 gas. My S.C.V. right now is just looking for a Zealot to pop out around 240s when that Zealot's popping out. So I was just kind of sticking around there for a moment. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss it. We see no Zealot on the way. I think I even, yeah, confirmed the core, so we know the core is spinning. I'm hunting that probe down, looking for it. I thought maybe he might run over here and go for some sort of proxy or something. He's playing really safe. And my S.C.V leaves the base, and Grass actually throws down that second gateway. Really, really interesting stuff. I think Gas Steal into Nexus is a great build on any 2-player map. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty strong as well. So I put back on the gas here because I think I'm thinking about doing an FD. Because I was like, well, I made these 3 Marines, and I'm going up to a 4th Marine, and yeah. So S.C.V is going to try to get back into the main here. I should get blocked. Grass should be able to block this. I forgot what I decided to do. Oh, actually, I go for the eBay block. Okay, that's right. So I go for an eBay block because I assume that the first goon has left and that he's going to be sending the probe to make the 23 Nexus soon. Instead, he actually kept the goon home. So instead, he's going to be able to try to block my S.C.V, and he does block my S.C.V, so I don't see anything, which is kind of painful. I do end up making a Vulture first here before add-on. So just kind of really lacking information here. We see there's no Nexus just yet, or even a probe. Going for my command center now. Vulture kind of sneaking around the map, trying to slip in. Grass sending those goons now across the map. No Nexus as of yet. I get a little lucky there. And this was painful. I don't even kill the probe, which I was like, damn. But we do see no Nexus. I think my immediate response here is an eBay. Crazy though, this is actually just going to be goon pressure. So eBay actually doesn't do anything for me, and I'm even researching mines here, which is really painful. We've gone up to like 8 Marines because we were thinking about going FD. So this opening definitely not looking good for Terran. Protoss going to be able to sit outside here. And I was kind of already a little suspicious. I was like, damn, 4 goons already? But I didn't really notice it. I should have been keeping track of the game timer a little bit better. I think if I was keeping track of the game timer better here, I would have noticed that this had to be 2-gate because it's too many goons. But instead, I'm just thinking like, oh, that's just a lot of goons. Mines is fine. DT's in his range. Lack of bunter is the issue. Well, Mines is good if I didn't lose the first Vulture, though. Like, the fact that I lost the first Vulture is pretty painful. It's like, how do I ever get a fucking Vulture out? Oh, and this was a mistake. I don't even know what happened here. Yeah, sniping the goon. Or the goon sniping the tank. Rough. Start put on the way. Side of grass. It actually is DTs here. Sorry, it's so hard to commentate my own game, guys. Okay, goon attacking his own forge here. Interesting. Alright, probe's being transferred here to the natural. So I did start mining a little bit quicker. So this is kind of rough, though. I have the eBay on the way, but there's already 2 DTs on the map. It is a far travel distance. This is a pretty big map. And I do put a couple mines down. And these mines are actually both to protect myself against DT and also to deal with any kind of goon all-in. Or just any kind of pressure overall. He did a nice job picking off that mine on the left side, so he's aware that he has an angle to get these, jump in there for this match, Quark. Does Quark do commentaries? And at this moment, I realize we're in a little bit of trouble here. DT slides into the main. I got no turrets. This is definitely a little bit dicey. Tank goes down at the main here. Turrets barely going down. Frantically trying to get some turrets to go down here. Not even queuing up vultures, unfortunately. From the side of Protoss, he's got the 3rd Nexus on the way. He's getting some big time damage done. Fortunately, I do get a couple turrets up, so I'm not just straight up dead here, but we're taking a lot of damage. My S.C.V production has been halted in the main. DT getting on top of this, on top of all these SCVs here at the natural. DT in the main finally gets cleaned up, but there's still one wreaking havoc over here. 10 kills on that DT, and most of those are probably SCV kills. Fortunately, we end up cleaning that up. And I think he even saw the dropship, so he probably knows there's dropship coming. And crazy enough, he went for a fast forge. So he's going to have cannons available for him if you did notice the dropship. Desperately trying to just kind of stabilize my position here. Even losing another SCV there. Unfortunate. 4 vultures getting loaded up into this vulture, or into this dropship, sorry. Tank on the way. Trying to get a tank out so I can poke these goons back. More goons being rallied. He's up to 4 now. And 4 goon is the magic number to pick off those siege tanks with the 2 volleys. Plus 1 weapon on the way. Cannon going down to complete that wall. Here at the 3rd base. The single tank still waiting for siege mode. A little bit scary to go poke out. Looks like I'm going to try to do it. And the vulture drop happens. Dropping 2 here. But I'm not even looking at it because I fuck up and I lose a tank. So now it's 7 goons poking the bunker. And the bunker actually goes down. I'm too busy microing vultures, I think, or something. I'm definitely doing something else. Unfortunately, vultures targeting the cannon, so I don't even get probes there. The goons hopping forward. Some well-placed mines do help relieve the pressure a little bit. But these goons are slippery, man. Trying to get like that Warcraft 3 block with the SCVs. Unfortunately, they all slide away. SCVs going down left and right here. We're still getting a couple probes here in the main. Vulture gets relieved from position here at the top right and instead goes back down to the 3rd. And he might get 1 or 2 there. Siege mode once again, trying to get something down here, trying to body block with these SCVs. Unfortunately, that tank is a sergeant, master sergeant, getting 3 kills there. And after everything is said and done, we're actually somehow, some way, not down a crazy amount in the worker count. We're down 5. Grass doing a good job of keeping up the production. He's now clicking all 3 Nexus at once, so he's getting that, 3 probe at a time, putting him a little bit better economically. We do have a shuttle. Still on 2 factory here. Plus 1 on the way. If you know where the mines are, you can actually walk a DT through a minefield and kill them. Okay, looks like I scanned the 3rd here. I wanted to confirm if there was any more units. I'm thinking about going for a drop, I believe. Yeah, my dropship's on the way. Only 2 vultures. Grass this time a little bit better prepared. He's got goons in position. 2nd cannon going down here in the mineral line this time around. Observer spotting for a dropship. The single vulture trying to get something down here. Oh, the 2 vultures trying to get something down here. Wow, what is going on here? Oh, watching this right now. Not very good control. Oh, painful. I could have got a couple more. I think with good target fire there, I could have got like 5 probes. 2nd armory on the way. Science facility should be going down somewhere. Okay, there's science facility. We're up to 3 factory now. S.C.V going out to maybe build a turret. What am I doing with this S.C.V? Oh, I think I'm just spotting, trying to see if there's any. Oh, maybe I was repairing the dropship. No, I'm not sure. Not sure what I'm doing here. Okay. Vulture confirming there's no 4th base. Grass just kind of sitting outside his natural, content to just sit back and macro up. And double Stargate. No core spinning. Okay. And we do have an archive, so actually I don't see the Arbiter Tribunal. So with no Arbiter Tribunal and double Stargate going down, this can only mean one thing, boys. The carriers are coming. Internet's still down. Sorry for leaving you hanging on the cast. No, it's all good, man. I'm casting myself right now. A little bit wild. Watching a lot of things I could have done better. So scans going down, spraying a couple of them, just looking for any window of opportunity to make something happen with the dropship. Because I thought the dropship died, but I actually kept it alive. So right now I'm trying to repair it. Trying to look for something I can do with it. Get some more value out of it. Third command center on the way. 2-1. Ah. One never started. We should have 2-1 on the way. It's only 2. Fifth factory going down. And there it is. Grass adding the fleet beacon. Clicking the +1 weapon on the core. And he's sitting at a healthy gateway count here at 7. Absolutely no vision on my side. This feels very uncomfortable as Terran in the Terran vs Protoss matchup. Usually you want mines all over the place. You want to be able to spot for, you know, army movement. You want to be able to deny expos. This game, a little uncomfortable. Grass just macroing up, getting that army count higher and higher. Even adding a couple gateways here, going up to the 9 gateway count as he has his 4th base online now. We should be seeing a probe transfer shortly. We are sitting at about 63 workers, so he's near that number that he wants. We should see some mineral smoothing happening from the main soon. Maybe a little bit from the natural as well. 3rd seems pretty good. Dropship going through the far left side here. Command center done. Opting I can't take it, so I'm just going to make a couple S.C.Vs out of it. Making a couple Goliaths here to maybe pick off a couple observers here at the front. Help myself against any sort of shuttle. And we're going up for that 7 factory count. Protoss stepping forward a little bit. Maybe knows I want to start moving out to take my 3rd. A couple scans being sprayed once again. Looking for some sort of opportunity to get something done. Unfortunately, totally denied. Lots of cannons in position. Maybe the natural is open. Looking once again if maybe I can get something done with the vultures. Trying to find a window. And I think I'm trolling here. I'm fucking trolling. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, vulture. At least the dropship doesn't die. But this is a lot of gateways. And we're even going up to a 3rd Stargate. Carriers in production. Looks like I'm going to start moving out to try to take my 3rd now. Turret going down. Now with the vessel out, I can start clearing the observers with my vessel and Goliaths. Grass with a big scary army though. Sitting at 180 supply. Being very, very careful about this move out. I have no vision. And I've been using all my scans. Actually, I have plenty of scans. I probably could have scanned here before I moved out. Thankfully, he's not in position. So we can actually get the tank sieged up. And then here he comes. Ah, just kidding. Probe going over to this 5th base to take that. +2 weapon? Or is that +3? +2 weapon on the way. Triple Stargate carrier. And the scan sees it. We scan the carriers, so we know. We know what's happening. But it is LoveSnow playing. Sometimes I scan shit, and that doesn't mean I actually saw it. It's very slow. I agree, Quark. This is very, very slow 3rd. I wasn't really I didn't really remember how Grass played. Like I thought he was gonna like play proxy in the early game, so I had this weird fucking opener to try to counter that opening from him. And then like I thought he was gonna try to go for like a bust, so I was playing super safe, adding lots of factories, not even taking my 3rd. But now we know it's carriers, so we know we have to go. We do have a lot of factories, and we are at 2-1. Getting +3 weapon. We just completely forgot about our armor upgrades this game. Protoss has no idea about whether or not I'm moving out, though. No observers in sight. One observer here at the kind of this bridge and high ground on the right side. One observer sitting over the 4th. Looks like I'm now rallying nothing but Goliath here. I think I remember Scan talking about you only need about 12 tanks when you do a push like this against carriers. And as long as you have 12 tanks, you can just make nothing but Goliath Vulture. Use all your gas for Goliath, use all the mineral that is left over for Vultures, and try to take a 4th. Yeah, I'm not saying it was the like a cognitive decision there. I think I definitely just didn't click it. I probably thought I clicked armor and I just didn't. Solo, solo, solo. What's up, man? Hi, Snow. Hi, chat. Starting to move forward here. Protoss setting up for the arc. He's already up to 5 carriers, but they're still making interceptors, so there's still a small window to get something done here. I don't know if he knows that I know that there's carriers. So this actually, I got a pretty good siege position here. Carriers trying to fight. And I pretty much just melt all the goons and zealots. There's no storms. Goliath's getting on top of carriers now. I think a little bit of lack of micro, to be honest, here from the carriers. I think he could have done a little bit better there. He's only got +1, I believe, too. I don't think he even has +2 weapon, air weapon yet. He just didn't have the comp. Yeah, he was missing any sort of splash. Or AoE, rather. Yeah, so Goliaths are just going to be able to do work on these carriers. Tanks in position here. Splitting off a couple tanks to deal with the third here. Taking a 4th CC behind it. Continuing to rally, nothing but Goliath. Yo, Muta dozen. Or Muta's dozen. Thank you for the fat raid, bro. 27 viewers. I love it. Love to see that. Welcome everybody to the stream. Right now we are casting CPL 9 playoff week 1. It's do or die for both players, or both teams rather. We are casting tier 0. And right now I happen to be playing up against Grass. And with just nothing but carriers left, I have a healthy enough Goliath count that we can just kind of step forward and just keep shooting down these carriers. And what looked like a very, very rough opening, we're able to somehow come back, and by scanning those carriers on time, we're able to make a nice little timing attack here with the 3-weapon upgrade. And with that Nexus going down, the money income going slower, getting slower and slower for Grass. 1 tank splitting off to deal with the 5th. No more mining here at the natural. And there it is, the GG well played call from Grass. And Lovesnow takes game number 1. Yo, yo. He needed to use the Gateway Army to counter 3rd and cut off Goliath reinforcement, then give ground with carriers while sniping until carrier 1. Gateway into carrier doesn't work well if you just fight head on. Fighting head on is for Gateway into Arb Storm into carrier. Yeah, I mean, when I lose to carrier, it's usually something along the lines of what you're saying there. Because I'm pretty much always dried out at my main at that point. And then if you can block the reinforcing Goliath with your army, that's pretty big. And then obviously if you kill the 3rd, that's even bigger. Yo, Miko, what's up, man? Man, I'm not used to solo casting. I haven't done that in a while. This is my voice. I'm feeling it a little bit. But we make it happen. And we take down game number 1. Get a little water here. Actually, I might just crack open let's drink water first, and then we're gonna crack open the beer. The Tank Vulture Goliath army is just always going to wreck his Goon Zealot carrier the way he did it. He had the supply lead, but as he noted, 0 AoE. Yeah, that was the #1 factor. And then I think what you're saying too, like just fighting my army the way he did, definitely not the move. You have to kind of run around. Like that's always more challenging as a Terran player to continue to have to reposition your army, and you have to be mindful of him cutting off your reinforcements. What he did is a mobility comp. So like I said earlier, guys, this is going to be a double cast today. We're starting off with casting Tier 0, Notorious S.C.V versus the Cattlebruisers. And after this cast is over, we will be moving on to Tier 3. It's going to be a a big jump in skill. We're going from the top to the newer players. But I want to show everyone some love as we're going on. As we continue to play these playoff matches. Want to get all the games casted. So probably not... I'm not going to do any more casts after the second one today. 2 is a lot. But we'll definitely be casting some more this week to finish off the rest of the games. Alright. Jesus whips. If you do a T2, you'll see TVT with nukes. I actually will be casting everything from Notorious S.C.Vs. I want to cast all the matches moving forward. So we'll see that if that's Notorious S.C.V cast. But like I said, today it's just going to be tier 0 followed by tier 3. And then if I'm feeling up for it, I might play a little bit of ladder. I want to welcome everybody once again from the Mutas Dozen raid. Thank you everybody for showing some support to the CPL 9 scene. Keeping the Starcraft Brood War scene alive, baby. Trying to get new players in. Trying to get people to want to come back to Starcraft. I know there's a lot of people from SC2 that have been recently coming over. There might be some people that haven't touched their keyboard in a while. Maybe some cobwebs on that Starcraft Brood War. But reinstall it, man. Start playing again. Cheers. Salut. Gun Bay. Skull. Love Snow. What's up, Exit? Great games, man. Good job dealing with that 12 Nexus crossbond. What do you want me to tell you, Exit, that you fucking sucked? I could have said that, but you won, so, you know, you did well. 341 people signed up for CPL 9. Oh, that's what you mean. I thought you meant your play was disgusting. Dude, hold on, really quick. What the hell was that attack on in game 2 on Vermeer, where you like went with like 2 Marines and a tank or some shit? That was wild. You turned back, thankfully, right? You would have just lost everything. But that was like super wild. Like I have no idea what triggered that. I just started playing first time in like a decade. Hell yeah, Clever Combat. We need more people like you, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Game number 2. The map is Vermeer, and spawning in the top left. After losing a game that I really feel like he had big time advantage. It's Grass. Trying to be a little sneaky with the carriers. Getting the good old Scannerooski. And down here in the bottom right, an up-and-coming streamer. An up-and-coming Terran from the NA scene. It's none other than me. Casting my own games is definitely a little weird, guys. It seems like my brain is like thinking 2 different ways. I'm like thinking replay analysis because I'm fucking watching a replay of my games, and like I'm actually casting. So it's like my brain is really, really weird about how I'm describing my actions. This time around, I feel a lot more comfortable. Way more comfortable. Is this Vermeer? 4-player map. I love this map. I think it's fantastic. Terran vs Protoss. It's nice to have a third gas on location. And yeah, you know, I feel a lot more comfortable on Vermeer compared to Butter. Butter a little bit more stressful for Terran, I'd say, in the early stages of the game. And what do you know? Look what Grass is doing, Exit. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it, boys. He's going 12 Nexus. And we're fucking cross spawn, man. Oh. This is why T should blind 14cc more. All these P's so smart, wow. I mean, I guess, Flying. I guess. These P's just have a fucking like a star sense. Like, oh, it's cross spawn this game. I'm gonna fucking do it. Maybe I'll mix that in, dude. Maybe I gotta start mixing in some 13cc's. Just normal Protoss things. There's just so much that P can do early, and you're just fucking dead if you 13cc, you know? But I feel like if they do blind Goon Scout, you're actually just in a comfortable position for sure. And I think I did do 11 gas this game. Yeah, I did do 11 gas this game just in case he did 12 Nexus, because I wanted to be able to put on a little bit more pressure. Unfortunately, we're cross spawned, so I can't even do any pressure. And then, LoveSnow doing LoveSnow things. Okay, I thought we forgot about the depot. Okay, we built the depot. We're okay. I'm pretty sure you can CC the ramp and racks next to the hard wall and then fly CC if you're safe. Oh, like in this spawn. Yeah. Royal did that against fucking somebody. I think he did that in the TVZ. But yeah, you can do that, I think. You're right. Maybe interesting stuff, Quark. Might have to mix that in every once in a while. I don't know what happened there. I actually always shift click when I play. I'm not sure what happened there. That's definitely a mistake. That's unfortunate because it's going to be even later scout. And because of this late scout, I have to build the 3 Marines because I have to be ready for a goon coming. And I'm going Vulture, which isn't bad. I think Vulture's fine against 12 next. And this is what's painful, dude. I'm building the blind bunker because I have no idea if he's hiding a 14 Zealot and waiting to go in with the Zealot goon timing. So that's what this plays around. Because if he just waits for the goon and comes in with the Zealot too, it's a little dicey when I have like 3 Marine and a Vulture. You need like 5 Marine and a Vulture to deal with that. So yeah, unfortunate for me, I am going to get the last scout here. Vulture going up to the top right, sneaking around. Leave bunker at 90%. That might be the play. That's actually kind of smart. I don't usually do that. I like that idea. CC on location. Alright, S.C.V slips in, and we already know, dude. We know what's going on. He 12 Nexus, and look at this, guys. He did the greedy version. We went 1 gateway, we made a single Zealot, and started our goon tech. We went to core, we got the core spinning. 2nd gateway. We saw range, you mean, so no robo for a year. Right. Yes. We do know about that. So, just like Exit did, I'm going to be making the dropship as well. This kind of feels like one of the only ways to come back in the game when you play against a 12 Nexus cross spawn. Exit doing the starport proxy, so it gets there a little bit quicker. LoveSnow deciding that there was no S.C.V on the map, so we're just going to make it at home. Mine's on the way. Continuing to produce Vulture. No need for any tanks anytime soon. Fly out free 3rd. You could take 3rd. You could take 3rd, especially seeing the range, you're right, because I can just defend myself with mines. But it gets a little dicey sometimes. Sometimes Protoss don't care, dude. They fucking run into a mine and they're just like, ah, fuck it, there's no more mines there. And sometimes they're right. Yeah, no, I know what you meant to say. So, I am just actually putting my mines a little bit more defensive posture here. Because, again, I don't play against Grass really ever, so I have no idea what his style is. So, I just want to make sure that if I go for this drop, I don't just die. So, I mean, a lot of my mines are being used very defensively here. Typically, I'd be mining a 3rd, mining 4th, mining 9, you know, mining the corners and whatnot with these mines. But I feel like I'm forced to kind of do this just because I don't know the type of player he is. And yeah, now we're going to go for the drop. 3 gateway before Robo. That's kind of crazy. I can't believe he went 3 gateway before Robo on cross spawn. So that kind of is like, doesn't really make sense, to be honest. I feel like you definitely want to get the Robo a lot faster. So tank production on the way, 2nd factory on the way. I think I started an armory. Yeah, armory started, 2nd gas is done. Vulture drop incoming. Can we get something done with this, boys? Alright, here we go. 2 drop, 2 Vulture down here at the natural. Gonna start picking off probes here. We get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 there. 1. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We get 13 vultures there. Or sorry, 13 probes there. So definitely caught back up in the game. I'm feeling really good about that drop. Very successful in my eyes. We're going to plop down that third CC. We got our +1. Supposed to have started. We haven't started yet, unfortunately. Kind of a rip. A little bit of a mistake there. Did he cannon rush himself? I have no idea why the fuck he cannoned so fast. Snipe the probe. Yeah, I built it in my main though. I mean, I think honestly, Quark, I did that because I was floating so much mineral. After the drop, I had about 700 minerals, and oh, we get the probe trying to go for the third once again. So we actually denied this third for a long fucking time, as we killed 3 probes going to build the third. That was pretty big for us. I felt really good about that. But yeah, I was just floating so much money. I was just like, dude, I gotta build something, right? And like I already had the starport tech, and I already had my armory done. I could have built the academy a little bit quicker, I think. But I mean, oh, I did build the academy. Okay. So maybe I could have thrown out some more factories first, but I just wanted to get the CC planted because I had so much money. Double constat. Thinking just lost condition gaming. Yeah, I mean, you're right. Like we saw no robo, or we did see the robo, but it's not Reaver. And we saw just 4 gateways. Like, he's making lots of units, you're right. So, I mean, we can't actually float this CC anytime soon. I'm just going to make S.C.Vs out of it. We're not thinking about expanding just yet. Third Nexus going down. We actually have a worker advantage, even though we started off with the 12 Nexus for Protoss. We did get quite a healthy amount of probes there with that drop. Definitely evening the game up a little bit. Couple more oh, eBay. Oh, I realized, like, oh wait, I can't even take my 30. I don't have an eBay. I mean, I guess in this situation, I guess I could take it without the eBay because there's no robo or dropships or shuttles or whatever, or DT or anything like that. But this eBay is kind of late. We should have definitely built that a lot sooner. Now we're trying to position out, try to get some good positioning. We know there's nothing coming because we got mines all in the middle of the map. We pretty much blocked off every possible route he could come. Like, we would get vision any route he takes. So we know that we're safe to expand here. Couple scans going down here. Want to see what's up. I scan, looking for anything hidden in the corner there. We confirm going up to 5 gateway. We know for sure he has a third. Because after our vulture died, I assumed there was going to be a 4th probe going to go make that. Just trying to make myself very safe here from any kind of counterattack. Only thing that went wrong there was we lost the dropship. It would have been nice to keep the dropship alive. But he did already make cannons too, so I felt like I did a lot of damage there. Can't really build any turrets on Vermeer, unfortunately. The old version of Vermeer, you could build turrets everywhere. This version, you kind of like have to just put them where you can. I guess this could have been a little further forward, but it is what it is. Haven't started my gas just yet because I'm floating a lot. Science facility, good. I was going to say science facility should go down. Second armory on the way. And right now, I wasn't sure if he was coming or not. I didn't like freak out, but I remember thinking like, oh, is he coming? So I wanted to make sure I had all my vultures in a good positioning here. Couple vultures slipped out on the map to at least confirm nothing in the top right. Probably should have sent the vulture here after I planted the mine. Protoss moving out across the map, clearing these mines now. Still just on 3 base. Hasn't looked to take a 4th just yet. Adding lots of gateways. Going up to the 8 factory count now. Taking our 3rd gas. Protoss just minesweeping the map right now. A couple more scans coming down. Just want to confirm what's happening. Want to make sure I don't get blindsided by carriers once again or anything like that. I should have 2-1 on the way currently. Ah. Ah, Shiva! Neither armory spinning. That's painful to watch. Going up to 9 factory. Hasn't been for a while. Couple vultures. Just kind of looking around the map, trying to find any 4th expansion. I used up most of the mines, I believe, so I decided to go. Get a couple more probes here. Felt pretty good about this. And And then I think we try to slip out. A couple mines actually doing some big connections here. And then, so at this point I was pretty certain he had 9, and he didn't. And I was just like, what the fuck? He doesn't have a 4th yet? I was like, no, he must have bottom left. So I think I sent my vultures down to bottom left. Okay, we finally... Jesus Christ, our upgrades are so late, guys. Holy shit. You should be, like, finishing your 2-1 around this timing. Instead, I'm starting it. And I even had, like, fucking... my science facility's on time, too. If only you could just check bases with the spell. I mean, scan is pretty good. Definitely one of the most broken things about Terran. So we're feeling really, really comfortable in our position right now. We notice there's still no 4th. I would never suspect he took this Nexus or fucking this Nexus, right? So we know there's no 4th base on the map right now. We literally are seeing every single other possible base. We know he has a lot of units. And his probe count is a little bit lower. So I'm thinking if he maxes out, he could actually have a little bit more army. But this attack, I remember thinking this was pretty troll. Like, he's coming in right now. We're like up in supply when he went for the attack. And then we didn't even attack at once. It was like really, like, it was really wild. I was very confused by this attack. Yeah, we don't even have 2-1, but we're just like, fuck it, we just gotta go. We just killed so much army. We might as well just go. Charting with those bolts is almost never worth it. Yeah, I probably shouldn't. I just wanted to... I didn't really... I thought, like, oh, he was clearing those mines to go take a Nexus, so I tried hard with the vultures so I could fucking kill the probe that was coming behind it. But yeah, we just basically just go. I mean, we killed a crazy amount of army from Protoss, so we think this is definitely the move, and looking at the replay, it's 100% the move. Protoss just straight up gateway man. We don't even have Arbiter Tribunal done yet. No 4th either, so he's like not kind of lacking on the resource as well. Our single Goliath and 2 Marine getting some work done on these observers. This piece playstyle is fishing for a big build order lead and then hoping for the best. Zero clue how to deal with T army. Yeah, like I remember here I was looking for his army, and we scan it, so we immediately reposition here because we don't want to get flanked. Remember, like, this game is pretty freshly after my my show match with Tasteless, and fucking Tasteless did a counter and killed me when I was in a really, really advantageous position. So I wanted to make sure I kept track of this army and didn't let it fucking flank me for a win. So we find it, we reposition, we're fighting. But I mean, at this point, the game's pretty much over. I mean, we have the oh my god, we still have 2-1. What the fuck's going on? Okay, 2-1's just about finished. We've got a great position here. We were sieged up, ready to fight. Vultures, maybe could have been on the right side instead. Might have been a little bit better. But yeah, we're going to eat up this army here. And with no economy to speak of, I mean, Protoss doesn't have a 4th or a 5th or another corner base or anything like that. So the second we get to this position, it's pretty much a win. We're going to split off a couple tanks to deal with that 3rd base. Just keep reinforcing here. Protoss making their first Arbiter, but it's just not going to be up in time. And GG's going to be called. And Lovesnow will take game number 2, putting the series 3-1 in favor of the Notorious S.C.Vs. He never even tried to win the game. I'm sure he was trying to win the game. Gotta be something that could beat Terran Army at some point in PvTs. Oh, I see. Like, he was just gateway man, like, both games, basically. Well, he tried the carrier, and then this game, it was, like, super late arbs. Like, he was only on 3 base. Maybe it was just too much economic damage, I guess. Just felt really behind. That attack, though, is what lost him. I mean, I would say I was in a better position even before the attack, but after the attack, I was definitely in, like, an extremely dominant position. But alright, so Lovesnow takes that series 2-0. He didn't try to get the eco to win with gateway units. And that leads us to our Series 5 Razzle Dazzle versus Veer Rev, the battle of the casters. BSL caster Razz up against BWCL caster Veer. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why he didn't take a 4th, dude. I was like really confused. Like every time I scouted a base and it wasn't there, I'm like, oh, he must have the 4th over here. And then when I scouted the whole map, I was just like, he really is on 3 right now? This makes no sense. Alright, we go to game number 1. Razz and Veer. Yeah, I mean, that was like he was cucking himself for sure with that. Because like he's already got enough goons and he's got observers and shit. Or actually, well, his observers were kind of late, right? But he's got goons. I mean, he could position his goons in those places where the cannons were instead. And he went the 3 gateway before Robo even, right? So he had a lot of goons. So I feel like he definitely wasted a lot of money, honestly, by making the forge and making the cannons. But alright, here we go. Let's get into it. He lost many probes. Yeah, the drop big time paid off for us, dude. It was so good. We literally killed like 15 or 16 probes. It was fucking wild. And we delayed the 3rd for like a fucking hour, it felt like. Oh, man. Alright. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Series number 5. Right now, 3-1. Can Veer take a win and at least get it to a 3-2 in favor of Notorious S.C.Vs? Or is Razzle Dazzle gonna seal the fate and take another win? Everything on the line here, boys. Winners move on. Losers go home. CPL 9 playoff week 1. Cattlebruisers against Notorious S.C.Vs. And Razz going for what looks like to be a 9 racks or a wall. He's going to decide to go for the wall here. Sorry, I didn't introduce Veer. And in the bottom right, Veer playing the magenta Zerg. He's starting off with an Overlord. Nothing crazy. No 7 pool, no 5 pool, no 9 pool speed. Looks like we're going to play a 12 hatchery open. Easily my favorite caster from Starcraft. So Rad's going for the wall here. I'm actually wondering if he's going to go mech. This could be mech. Okay, gonna push that S.C.V out to go get some information. You totally wrecked his game plan in the beginning. 3rd at 9 men or whatever, so late. Yeah, especially off of 12 next, right? I agree. Okay, Drone and S.C.V will be saying hello to each other here in the middle of the map. Veer trying to get a little damage done. Razzle Dazzle wants none of it. He's microing his fucking brains out, dude, trying to hit that little Dronu. But the Dronu, a lot of people in Korea call it the Hydron. Because it has that little range and shoots like a Hydralisk. Especially when microed properly, can get a lot of damage done. And definitely beating S.C.V in a one-on-one combat. S.C.V going to be getting in. He's going to be confirming that this is a 12 hatchery play. And you know what? There's no gas yet. This is a late gas. This is most likely going to be a 3 hatch play. And what does Razz say about that? He says, I'm going to fucking gas steal you. Razzle Dazzle pulling out the gas steal. Always feels good to gas steal a Zerg when they're going 3 hatch. Forces them to send a couple extra drones to the natural. They definitely don't want to do that. Razz trying to block the hatchery there, it looked like. Unfortunately, with the double drone, not able to get that done. And now these drones trying to tag team this S.C.V. The scouting drone coming home, going to be planting down that extractor. Razz knows he's safe from any link pressure early on. Going to be taking that CC. Second rack's on the way. This leads me to believe he's going to be opening up 2 racks of CAD here. Oh! Marine getting on top of the Overlord. I don't think this Overlord dies, though. I think he just hides it. He hides it over the doodad, right? It just doesn't die. S.C.V went home, actually. Not a bad... I mean, you kind of don't want... Okay, so that's the response. I was like, you don't really want to send it home that early, to be honest. Oh my god, is he going to lose the Overlord? Holy shit, he's going to lose the Overlord. Wow! Razz snipes the Overlord. That's huge, guys. That's really, really big. Look at this. Veer's going to be blocked for a while. He wants to make drones right now. Picking off that Overlord is absolutely huge. Gas done. Academy on the way. This is 100% 2x Acad with like about the 5-minute move out timing. A couple things going to walk in. And it looks like they're both going to just die into the bunker. That's big. That's good for Razz. We're going to be able to slip out this S.C.V here. Drones being created from all 3 hatcheries here. Veer really feeling the pain of losing that Overload early on. S.C.V slipping off to the left side of the map here. Going to be trying to sneak into the main, confirm what tech choice, what tech path Veer is going for. Crazy though, Veer went for a very fast sunken colony. I guess because he doesn't know what's going on. Maybe he thought there was like a delayed 1-1-1 or something, like a vulture would be coming after a command center. I don't know. Big Razz getting it done. Showing us he's got what it takes to compete at a high level with the Terran race as well. Obviously for you guys probably all know who Razz is. But in case you don't, he's a very strong S-rank Protoss player from the NA scene. Very intelligent player. And a great guy. He's got a big heart. Always looking to help out players that are trying to improve. Caster for BSL. And a good friend of mine. Alright. Looks like Veer going to be sending these lings. Trying to... I'm not sure what he's doing here. I thought maybe he was looking for like an S.C.V. Razz is really dumb and stupid actually. And his fingers are fat. Oh my god, Machine in the chat dropping the truth bombs. Yeah, actually, no. No, he didn't see the spire. His scan was like here. He didn't see the spire. There's no way. I think he actually thinks it's a lurker. Factory right away. No turrets going down. Yeah, he doesn't know that was spire. He didn't scan it. I mean, I guess you don't need the turrets yet, actually. So he's fine. You have called his fingers quite fat before. I've heard that. This stuff motivated me to get better at BGH. I beat out Brood War, but then I end up playing BGH and fastest. Machine once got mad at me because I told him we don't tip for pizza in UK. What? How do you not tip the pizza driver, man? I mean, I'm not the biggest tipper. I really don't know how he plays. He actually has really fat fingers. He doesn't look like that big of a dude, man. Was he like a fucking, oh, what's this little run? Blah. God, just talking so much about myself so fast, so much. I'm feeling it. The Ling run by trying to get something down here. A nice little unload, reload with the bunker there. Microing these Marines quite nicely as well. Yeah, nice move by Razzle Dazzle there. That was a fast response there. Ling gonna get in and see that there's no turrets, however. And Razz has no idea these mutas are coming. He's got no idea these mutas are coming, boys. There's not a single turret even built. He's probably researching siege mode. He is. He's making tanks and researching siege mode. Siege mode. There's a turret at the front next to the bunker. He thinks it's lurker. Somehow, some way, these Marines happen to be fucking running on the right side of the map, and he's actually going to intercept the mutas. So now it's panic mode for Razz. He's dropping down turrets left and right. This tank and siege mode are going to do absolutely nothing for us in this fight. Muta's getting on top of the turrets here. They're going to be able to deny all 3 of these turrets from going down. V are doing a great job of target firing these SCVs one by one, delaying these turrets as long as possible, getting on top of the Marines now, and getting a little bit of damage done. You know, I thought he got a little bit more of that SCV there. He only got like 3 SCVs. Artosis medics? Yeah, they wandered off, huh? Oh my god, he's going to pick off the medics? Ah, he's not paying attention. I think he could have got those medics. Someone get Julia on the case? Hacks. Alright, Muta's flying now. Up north. Oh. Where are you going, young lady? You can't be out this late at night without your men next to you. Alright, Veer going for a couple more SCV kills here. He's going to get about 3 there. Taking a little bit of damage though from these turrets. SCV and drone count dead even though. This is definitely a good position for Zerg. He's got to be feeling pretty good about his position right now. But this is a big, scary, scary ball from Terran rolling across the map here, boys. This is about 2 control groups of MM. The single tank He does have siege mode though, so if he can post up this tank in a good position and start shelling down these Sunkens and protecting it, he might actually get something done here. Julia is foreign Brood War's best hack detective. He's been able to prove that 110% of Brood War players hack. What the fuck? Julia. Is that... No, I'm thinking about something else. Wait. Is that the person that plays with Seme for our 2v2 team for BWCL, or is Julia somebody else? That name sounds familiar. Oh, Julia's Blackman PL. Oh, just kidding. That's why that name sounds so familiar. Yeah, dude. I played Blackman one time, a best of 3. He like hopped into my stream and was like, dude, Lovesnow, let's run a best of 3. And I was like, all right. And we played. He won 2-0, by the way. And he called me a hacker. You play Blackman all the time? I do? What do you mean? Does he play on alternate IDs all the time and I match up with him on the ladder? To my knowledge, I've only played against him once. And this is definitely not the move from Razz. We actually almost busted there, but the tank got picked off, unfortunately. You're not Blackman, Moonrat. You're Moonrat. There's actually someone called Blackman. I know you're black. Alright, what's the play from here? Looks like we're going Valkyries. Double starport add-on with Armory. Oh. Some big spine connects there. And now with the Marine count this low. Oh, why are we not chasing the medics there? Oh, a little bit of a mistake there. I think Rear could have definitely ate up all those medics. Those fat fingers, dude. You couldn't split the Marines. Oh, unfortunately for Razz 2, we're not mining with like 6 S.C.Vs here. Excuse me. Not agile enough for Marines. Maybe that's why he's good at fucking wide walking those Vithellats, dude. And these Marines are going to get eaten up here. No chance. All going to get eaten up here. This is actually looking kind of scary. I mean, the only thing going for Razz is like we're barely taking a third gas. We're barely going to go for our third base here. Why is Whiteface Black Man? I don't understand his name. He did replenish the drone count a little bit here after he won that engagement. Looks like his next drone cycle, or his next cycle of production was all drones. So he's gone up to 35 now. And he might even go for another drone cycle. No, it looks like he's not going to do that. Okay. I don't understand Zerg at all. I assume when you win an engagement, that's probably the time. Dimri, his face whiter than white. Okay. You're kind of just looking around the map, maybe trying to find some sort of little marine ball or like a little hit squad of marine that are hidden. Not finding anything. Razz taking a very defensive position here as he has to wait for Vessel Tech. I think he was trying to go for the Valkyries, decided that Valkyries is not the move here because we're not seeing any more metas being produced, so he'd rather get the Vessels for the powerful Irradiate upgrade. Stepping forward just a little bit here. We're not on the time clock just yet. Actually, now we are. Defiler moving across the map here. If this Dark Swarm can get on top of the Marines or get on top of the Natural, that's when the pressure starts happening for Terran. So Razz doing a good job of getting out on the map before this Defiler makes its way across. Okay, Defiler are going to be eating up some Zergling here. I think fucking Defiler Consume is like the most broken thing ever. That's so annoying. Why can't you just wait for energy like every other fucking unit in the game? Why can't you just eat a fucking Zergling and get automatically enough energy to cast everything broken? But you know what? Razzle Dazzle pulled out some nice unit control there. Snipes both the Defilers. And with both the Defilers killed, and no third Defiler on the way, this is going to end this push for Veer. Yeah, that's why it was good that he moved out. Especially with the Defiler coming. It was like great decision to move out when he did. He had lost his armies. I think he was waiting for a couple more rallies before pushing out. But the thing is, look at this, dude. Veer taking 3 bases. Loving the fire bats. Can he bust this? Oh, I guess if he takes the path on the right.
You can definitely bust the path on the right.
Oh, welcome back, Zen. Internet working again, huh?
Yeah, just now.
Definitely feeling the taxing on having to talk so much here.
Well, I like the mass expansion from Via. It's a little bit taxing on his multitasking to like build drones at all these bases and get them up and running. The Divider tech is really strong, but once you're in the middle of the map and not able to launch the assault or defend, it kind of becomes very precarious, and the Terran can kind of navigate around very easily. So I would give the slight edge to Razz in this situation.
I mean, he obviously doesn't have enough gas, Cork. So he's not feeling ready to make those vessels. He wants to bank up a little bit more.
He's getting supply blocked a lot as well, is Razz.
Yeah, we're building one depot at a time at 14 minutes. Definitely not the move when you're on this much production.
Right. You need like 2.5 at this point, yeah.
Once he hits about 1,000, I think he'll start making them.
Not enough racks either, I would say. Maybe he needs like 1 or 2 more racks.
Oh, we are going to pick off 2 overlords. That's cool.
It looks like he's switching to mech.
He is switching to mech, yeah, sorry.
Or is he? I mean, he's just making vultures.
No,
There's no
he's
plus
switching
1 upgrade.
Well, he's either switching to mech or he's just using mines. But
I think it's mines just to deal with dark swarms.
Yeah, but you don't
sorry.
usually...
You don't usually what? 1 probe for all your pylons? So obviously 1 S.C.V for all your depots. That makes sense, Quark. The fucking Protoss logic here. Well, Terran somehow finds his way getting into a good position here. All the army for Zerg over here on the high ground. Really weird that he has all his army here. I guess that's just a nice position to hold. It kind of protects your bases over here on the left side. But you can definitely start killing off bases here. You can pick off these 2 bases for free, actually, if he just sends his army. And it looks like he is going to do so. Yeah, the mine tank is just to defend himself, I think. Because we're not getting... why not? We have the money. Alright, there we go. +1 on the way. We're still just using 1 S.C.V to make depots.
Yeah, there goes... No, that's definitely a mech switch.
Yeah, you're right. He's actually building a lot more factories now. The single S.C.V working the overtime of his fucking life, boys. Lurker's trying to get into position here. Can he beat him to the punch? There comes the stand. How's the scan? How's our split gonna look? Scan's gonna end any second now. And with the 7 lurkers, that's definitely gonna be able to fight this. So Veer's still sitting on 4 gases. Gas still a little bit healthy here in the natural and in the main. There's a Protoss split. Oh man. Quark fucking roasting Razzle Dazzle right now, man. Maybe Terran is actually harder. Sheesh. I mean, Quark, I'll tell you this. I don't think there's any fucking good Terran that's S rank that plays with 120 APM. It's just not possible, man. So I like this double extend from Razz. Oh, unfortunately our S.C.V got picked off or something happened here. At least we're expanding on this one. We should see some, we actually don't have that many S.C.Vs. We're pretty light on S.C.Vs here. I was going to say Miller will smooth out the bases, but we barely got enough to even saturate it as is. So right now, this looks like Zerg is just completely in the driver's seat. We're even going to deny this 4th base from going down. Rax is floating across the map, trying to get a little vision. Looks like the single lurker going to be causing havoc here at the worker, the mineral line here at the 3rd. And with the ultras coming out now, this could be big time trouble. However, you know, we do have a fat minefield over here at our natural, so maybe if he takes the angle of going to the 3rd. Even then though, we do have some mines going down here. And this is classic Terran. We always put the mines down, and then where do we stand? We stand on top of the mines. And we could see some big time mine explosions here with like a single ultra running in and dragging all of these. Double armory now. Still 2nd one not spinning, unfortunately. We are up to the 6 factory count. And these mines going to be doing a good time. Going to be doing good work against these ultras, I would assume. Looks like not so much. One ultra kind of dragging all the mines out of the way. Poker in the rear. What's up, man? I thought Razz was a Protoss player. Just how good he is, dude. You can just roll up to CPL and start playing Terran. Yeah, and these tank shots getting some big time damage on these ultras, and he's going to be able to actually clean this up. We really need this 5th base, though. We're starting to dry up here in the main. We're starting to dry up here in the 3rd. Oh, 4th base, actually. Sorry to dry up here at the natural, rather. Rax is going to be sitting outside the rally point here to confirm what's coming. These days, anything is possible. All you need is to do is believe. Alright, like this little wall coming down here at the 3rd base. Gonna be able to really fuck up that AUI or AI or UI. What the fuck's the word? UI, I think, of the ultras. Or is it AI? I think it's AI. A couple Scourge sitting over here to the far right, catching any potential dropship play coming. And round 2, we're gonna try to bust this 3rd once again, gathering up some lurkers, gathering up some ultras. Plenty of mines in position though. This could be big time trouble if Zerg just runs into all these mines. Leading the charge with a single ultra to try to drag those mines away. Maybe open up a path for these lurkers. But there's no defiler here. Oh, so wait, hold on. I missed that defiler. Somehow there was a defiler that just put a Darkstorm here. We literally built double port for one science vessel. Only one all game long. Well, just as you say that, Quark, he heard you. He started making vessels. I mean, I told you, dude. Once we hit over 1,000 gas, he was going to start making them. Zerg even taking this 3 o'clock base now. Unable to break this position here at the I guess we'll call it 11. And Razz now trying to make a move here on the high ground, trying to secure this base for himself as well. More vessels being made, Goliaths in production as well, as we see a little bit of a mix-up here. Veer going for a couple Guardians. Irradiate is too strong, so he didn't want to get it. It would make things too easy. That's probably it. That's probably it, honestly. I thought he was saving his gas for Arbiters, but I think your decision's a little better. Yo, Cyber Psycho with the 1,000 biddies. Yo, thank you for the donation, brother. Watch your first replay versus Tasteless. You were robbed, sir. Keep on doing your thing. Thank you, man. Yeah, I wasn't tilted, but I was pretty upset with myself, to be honest. I really thought I had game 1 in the bag. Just didn't fucking keep track of his army and just let him counter me. It's painful. And then I got like the vortex on the fucking ramp. That was ridiculous. Oh, Irradiate's a good spell. Just killing Guardians for free. That's pretty valuable. 150 mineral, 200 gas down the drain. We got like a depot, and we might get this Rax. Continuing to be active with the Vultures, trying to get something done here. One day you'll learn to eraser them. And the single Goliath fights the Goliath. Sorry, fights the Guardian. Goliath's now poking over here at this 3rd base. But we do have a Radiate, and we got 2 of them. Most cost-effective way to deal with Guardians, definitely. You would add hold his attack 100%. Oh, I know, that was so painful, man. And then I could have retaken my 3rd, and I still had the 4th at that point. A lot of little things went, well, those are kind of big, but yeah, some things went wrong for us for sure. Okay, so I don't usually see this against mech, but we are seeing even Devourers in play now. What is this for the science vessels? We're gonna use Devourers to kill science vessels? Is that what's happening? I feel like this is definitely the move, Quark. He has to push the right side. I mean, I think this is kind of locked. Like, we just gotta sit here and just accept that we're not gonna be able to move. But I think the right side, we have to get saturated, which we are. Looks like we're sending all our S.C.Vs at this point. And then we have to push down and take this space. How are our upgrades? We're 2-1, 3-2 on the way. Well, We're getting some good value out of these vessels. Some of these vessels have casted about 4 or 5 irradiates at this point. Some Goliath stepping forward to clear up the rest of the Goliath, or the rest of the Guardian. Keep calling them fucking Guardians Goliaths. And you know what? Veer starting to dry up a little bit. I mean, he's about to dry up here at this base. Oh, actually no, he got the 6 o'clock recently. He's pretty fresh. All right, no, he's still on 3. He's still on 4 technically right now. Yeah, he's fat on the drone count. 69 drones for good measure. Vultures continue to try to lay some mines and be annoying. Unfortunately, there's not really anywhere on the map you can actually attack with these vultures. Everywhere pretty defended. Actually, 6 o'clock is wide open if you can recognize that. Maybe he'll go for it right now. Oh, he turns back. Wait, come on, go for 6. This actually might be really good. Okay, we're gonna be able to get some drones here. This is gonna be nice. Definitely might make Razz feel a little bit better about the situation here. He's gonna wipe out all the drone line here at the 6 o'clock. Definitely a nice move there. Mines moving forward to try to clear up. Or sorry, Zergling is trying to clear out these mines by moving forward. Animate08, thank you for the follow, man. But it looks like Zerg's play here is he's kind of content with just letting Razz take this position. I don't think he feels like he can break it. But the move is for him is to take out the space here at the top right. And with Lings getting on top of, oh wow, all those those goons just fucking melted. I thought the Lings were gonna get a little bit more work done on those or on the tanks there. We can target fire this Defiler maybe? No, Defiler is gonna get the Dark Swarm off. And with the Lings with the Dark Swarm now, the space looks like it's on the verge of being broken. Veer kind of just sending everything he's got now to this top right base, which somehow isn't that much. I think he's just, where the fuck is all his army? He's got, I guess, like 4 or 5 lurker here. Like Veer's like up in supply, but it's like Razz has more army, which I guess is true. I mean, 20 more drones. Okay. Oh, I heard something get loaded up. Okay, is this a drop? Alright, we're going for a drop now. We're going for a drop in the main, or are we going for a drop in the third? Okay, drop coming down. The radiates on top of the overlords. Are all the overlords gonna die before they drop anything? Whoa, we have all this S.C.V here. Okay, we're in position here. Ultra's flooding in once again, trying to get something done here. D-Matrix, clutch D-Matrix here at the front to be able to hold the line. And with the single lurker here, he's not going to be able to get anything done. So drop does get denied. I feel like Veer just has to get all his army together. He has so much supply. Sup, is this live? Just got home, worked 12 hours today, ready for some Brood War? Dude, you came in at the right time. Terran is so easy. Not live. Yeah, this is not live right now. This is a replay we were casting. It's game number 1 in a best of 3 series between Razzle Dazzle and Veer Rev. The battle of the casters. BSL caster versus BWCL caster. Yo, what's up, Zen? Thanks for the games. I think it was yesterday, right? Played some games. That was fun. Couple ultras trying to get something done here, and actually this base looks like it might be very, very close to getting broken. Man, you know, I don't, maybe Mass Queen was the play here, guys, to be honest. I think, I don't know, like it seems like if Razz can hold this spot here, he's actually like an okay shape. Oh, I guess there is this whole left side. 2 mighty bases, 47 SCVs, 5 SCVs on 1 base. I mean, we have a shit ton of SCVs just kind of stuck here at the gas and the natural. Redeem double hat. We're going to put on the Mihu hat. And then, where's that captain hat? I don't know where my captain hat is right now. I'll find it. I didn't even know what that was. Alright, looks like another big drop going to be happening here. And this time around, he's not going to go into the main. He's just going to drop here at the high ground. D-Matrix going down on the tank right away. A couple tanks on the low ground. Is there any defilers? We need defilers here. Well, I think our units are just not dropping. It's kind of bizarre. Razz actually helping Rev to get bigger army by killing drones. I mean, Veer never hit a max though. So at this moment, it's not helping him necessarily. Man, Razz like fighting for dear life here at this point. We're starting to be really low on the army count. We're down to about 6-7 tanks. We still got a lot of vultures, or sorry, a lot of vessels. So I mean, we could potentially just keep irradiating shit really cost efficiently. Still holding this left side. The medic wall. Hydra's pushing forward. We're finally mining this base. Once again, it's been a long time since we've been mining. But it's just been constant. This almost looks like a Terran campaign mission, man. It's just been constant attacks by Zerg for like the last 10 minutes, I feel like. Veer just trying to break down the door, and Razz just keeping it locked every time he knocks. Some mine is glitched out somewhere. I can hear it. I don't see it though. Alright, going for a drop once again. Razz actually, or T is super dead. Hydra's def aren't the move. Okay, looks like we're going to be going into the main this time. But once again, we're going to get a lot of irradiates down. We're going to irradiate all the overlords before they drop. But this time around, I think he's still going to be able to get most of the dropship out. Yeah, he's going to actually clean that up quite nicely. The single ultra trying to get some work done. His brother in arms moving forward, but he's going to get shot down as well. And supply count evening up a little bit. The problem is Razz is starting to dry up. He's going to be mining from just a single base in a moment. Scourge finally getting added to the party. Going to be able to pick off a couple of these vessels here. I don't know why we never killed this like turret and bunker. It's kind of fucking up our... I would have even killed this egg in this supply depot, to be honest. Some more Scourge coming. Looking to take out more of these vessels. He's probably going to get at least one here. He does get one. Ultraling on the way. Ah, and he takes the path where all the mines are, so these ultras are going to get softened up a little bit. Man, this is looking kind of rough, actually. I mean, ooh, we did get the space, actually. But there's a lurker, like, right there. I guess maybe he doesn't know about that. Oh, yeah, he obviously doesn't know. He would have killed the space if he knew about it. This could be... fucking split map secret base. Yeah, we're continuing to just pump nothing but Ultraless Ling with Hydras. A couple Scourge mixed in here and there. A single Defiler. Leading the charge once again. And then the army is starting to get so small for Razz, but he's got like just enough to hold on every time the attack comes. But this attack looks a little bit more scary. We got a total of about 5 Ultras here. A control group of Ling. A couple Hydras. And this might be the attack that breaks him. We only got 4 tanks left with 3 Goliath. A couple more Lings coming from the right side here. Although the Ultras don't all attack at once, we actually leave about a control group here. A couple more Ultras joining the charge. But I think this is it. Ultras getting on top of tanks. We're shifting over the tanks that we had defending 3 for the whole game. Or sorry, 11 o'clock for the whole game. And it looks like now we're going to be charging into the main. Getting on top of the rally point now. Some scans going down for Razz. I think he's just kind of trying to see his position here. Economically speaking, maybe he veers a little bit more mined out than he is or something. But obviously that's just not the case. tank sieging up in the factory line in a sheer act of desperation to hang on in this game. And there it is. The GG is called. And Razz goes down. Veer will take game number 1 in a very long and epic TVZ or ZVT matchup. I don't know. I feel like Veer had the game for so long, but just couldn't end it. Just mech so strong in a defensive position. I really think Queens would have been a good move, but maybe not. There was so many vessels. I'm not sure. Maybe more drops. It felt like just A moving into the tanks was just not the move. Hydra's def aren't the move against 3-3 tech. Hydra drop not the play. Oh man. Still there, Zan? Alright, I need to take a piss really quick, guys. I'll be right back. Get some water, too. Shit. That was a long game to cast. Alright, I will be right back.
Hey Zune, are you there?
Yeah, my internet just got back, so.
Welcome back.
What's up?
You want to play a few games? Or are you casting with LoveSnow?
I don't even know. I think he's doing tier 1 after these tier 0 games.
Yeah, I'm doing tier 3 next.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I'm casting Ray. It's possible my
Sweet.
internet will crap out again, but it seems okay right now.
Oh, want me to reset real quick?
Oh yeah, do that.
Yeah, you can help lead the charge on this one a little bit. My voice is a little tired. that was like non-stop 30-minute action, dude. That's crazy. All right, boys. Razzle Dazzle down 0-1. Veer taking game number 1 in a very long macro game. Lots of micro involved. A lot of different strategies being used by both players. Kind of surprised Razz went for a mech switch, but maybe he thought that was his only option. I like the idea of trying to get some Guardians in the mix. That was interesting.
I think the mech switch against like what Via was doing was pretty good, especially trying to get into the Ultra Tech. I like the idea of the 4-Rax mech switch. It's hard to execute, but I think it's very strong.
All right, let's take a shot, guys, to get a little more rejuvenated after that one. And we're going to hop into game
Too.
number 2 here on Vermeer. A very, very standard map. I don't know if this favors Terran at all. I know like in TVP and TVT, I mean, I guess TVT, it's TVT, right? But I know in TVP, it's nice to have that third gas on location. I guess TVZ still kind of helps to have a third gas close by compared to like Polypoid, where typically you're taking that mineral only. So maybe we'll see that be a factor in some mid to late game decision making. But cheers, salut, Gunbay. Thank you everybody for supporting the channel, supporting the stream, and also thank you everybody for being a part of the CPL 9 community. Keeping the game alive, boys.
Keeping the game alive. Let's get to 30 years, yeah, boys. Can we do intros on this one, Snow?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll start with whoever's on the top. They're gonna both be on the top. Okay.
Alright, warning in the top right as the Black Terran. None other than your boy Razzle Dazzle himself, off racing in CPL as the beautiful Terran race. And his opponent, currently 1 game up in the bottom right, had a little bit of a struggle getting the win, but still managed to pull it out. It's none other than Via from the Clan Rev as the Magenta Zerg.
So what are your thoughts about ZVT on Vermeer?
I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's slight. I would say it's slightly more Terran favored than some of the other maps, but not like drastically so. I think it's just harder to like get away with some of the cheesy plays that you can get away with on some of the other maps. So maybe forcing the late game a little bit more often against Terran, and with the 12 o'clock the 12 o'clock bases like in the middle, it does allow you to get a third gas very easily as Zerg, but it can be tricky getting that 4th gas. So yeah, I'll be interested to see what line of expansions Via wants to take in this matchup.
So you think 12, 3, 9, 6, those are more commonly taken thirds?
Yeah, they're just easier to defend, especially with Sunkens and Lurkers with the tight little chokes. You can take a natural and one of the other mains to try and get a free gas as a 4th, but it's really hard to defend that in the current meta, so you don't see a lot of Zergs go for that these days. It's going to be a 12 hatch from Via. 2 drones making their way down to natural, 1 to build a hatchery and 1 to scout.
Ooh, Razz going gas. Feeling the mech.
Yeah, well, it's either going to be straight mech or like 1-1-1. I'd be interested to see what he chooses to go for on Vermeer.
Once again, the drone.
I have a feeling the 1-1-1's more common than the mech on this map, but we'll see. Drone scout from Via, gonna put a little bit of pressure on the building S.C.V, forcing another S.C.V off the line. Taking a little bit of mining optimization away from Razzle Dazzle as the Rax finishes up. Ooh, getting quite a few shots on this S.C.V.
Oh.
Oh, big mistake from Via there. Razz picking up a very nice little early win and getting some harassment in the main as well, forcing a drone off the line himself now.
He's feeling it, dude. He's feeling the heat right now. He lost game 1. He knows his life is on the line here. It's playoff time, boys. Every win, very, very important.
Yeah, it's do or die. He definitely has to win this game to not be eliminated.
Both players sitting comfortably over that 300 APM. And once again, Veer going for the 3-hatch play. Seems like he favors the 3-hatch play in the TVZ matchup. I know 2-hatch Muta is very common, 2.5 hatch even a thing, but 3 right away before gas.
Yeah, he's much more of a macro-centric player. Definitely more comfortable going into the mid and later phases of the game. Now he is against potentially a very fast vulture out of Razz, so he needs to put down this creep within the next 10 to 20 seconds. There's a little S.C.V blocking going down in the natural. Like it's a strange situation because he on the one hand he's delaying the sunken being placed down, but on another he's kind of telegraphing that he wants to block the sunken being go down. So it's kind of confirming that he wants to go vulture here.
The thing is, Veer already knows. He got in with the drone. He had to have seen the gas. There's no way he missed that. And he probably even saw the factory go down. Actually, no, actually, no, he didn't see the factory at all because the drone died. But I think he saw the gas.
Yeah, you can assume it's factory, right? Like, and he definitely wants to... That's a badly placed sunken. Now, I have a feeling that he's placed the sunken incorrectly because he put the hatchery in the main, but I still don't think that's a necessary position for the sunken. It needs to be much, much more up.
Oh, wait, what's this response? We're actually seeing a lot of links being produced here.
That's all in links. There's no more gas mining. This is just free hatch all in link.
Yeah, metabolic boost on the way. So this is the counter from Veer. He wants to challenge, really challenge the off-racing Protoss player on his...
You know what?
His micro.
With the sunken being placed here, it's not too terrible with all-in links because he can be fairly certain that he's not going to have to worry about too much issues from the vultures once he puts on the aggression. And it does kind of protect him from the vulture run by later on, getting into his main. And he doesn't necessarily have to mine in this natural. He could evacuate it.
Sunken gets a slide, gets a little tentacle hit.
It takes like 30 damage a hit from the sunken as a medium unit.
You know, I don't know if this is mind games, but we also saw Veer actually transfer more drones to the natural. And I think that might have actually tricked Razz a little bit because he sees it fully saturated. He probably
he's just going to go. He's just going to ignore these vultures and go. So these vultures being out of position is actually pretty bad for Razz. Even though he's getting drone kills right now, he needs these vultures killing lings. And Veer's got like 2 control groups of lings about to stream into the natural. There's only 2 marines in the vultures here.
Oh shoot, this might be a quick one, boys.
Wow. This might just be over for Razz right now. He might just die.
I feel like he's dead. Actually, actually really great S.C.V blocking. The Ling's not target firing. They're just like A moving on the ramp, and they're unfortunately...
It's really good S.C.V blocking.
Yeah,
and he could drill a bit better too. Ooh. It's a bit of a misplay from Via. I feel like he should have gone up the ramp a lot quicker with the better target firing on the SCVs.
Oh, but here comes round 2 of the Lings. And Razz actually stepping down. I think he thought it was over, so he started mining the natural as well.
Pretty good surrounds on the vultures so far if he just keeps the pressure on. There is more and more lings being streamed across the map. This is very extremely all in so far from Via. There's just nothing but lings in production right now. He needs to kind of cripple Razz before he can stabilize.
We're going Goliaths? Is that the move? I guess so.
Goliaths is seriously good against lings. 125 units and 1 armor, so lings are only hitting for 4 damage at a time right now, so super tanky against these lings. You don't just want the Goliaths on their own, you kind of want to repair them and fight with SCVs a little bit, so he needs to be careful not to lose this.
Oh, he's going to get the repair off on this one.
Yeah, so far really good from Razz, defense-wise. So many links coming though. I think Razz
a little bit of bugging out with the Goliaths here.
He's lost... No. Okay, this might be still might be game over for Razz here. He just lost 2 more Goliaths.
More links continue to flood through.
It's extremely low economy, so if he does stabilize, it's pretty good for Razz. But he's losing every unit that's coming out the factory so far, and this Goliath is looking out of position and going to go down too. Well, this looks really bad for Razz at the moment. There's a lot of SCVs fighting right now, so if he can just keep this Goliath and Vulture alive, he might be fine. But there's so many lings coming across the map, I don't see how he's going to hold it. Okay, beautiful play so far from Razz. Doing a lot with a little. Let's prepare this Goliath again really quickly. Ooh, my god, the vultures. Oh no, the Goliath is like stuck in the SCVs right now. Oh no.
Oh, Goliath goes down.
By that one ling. It's so close right now. Like Razz is
all the SCV's off the line.
Oh, these two Goliaths are huge. All the SCVs off the line. Razz is just barely doing it. There's a few more links coming in, but if he keeps this one Goliath repaired and surrounded by the SCVs, he should be okay.
Oh my god, I can't believe he's actually... Well, it's not over yet. There's still more links coming. And Goliath getting surrounded.
Oh, no, get a Goliath. Oh no, no.
Oh, the mass repair! Clutch repair!
Okay, he needs to like actually finish repairing the Goliath there. The Goliath's still on red HP and just let... Oh no, okay. He needs 2 SCVs on the ramp and to repair... Wait, why did Via turn around? I feel like... I don't think he identified that the Goliath was red HP or something, because he should have just gone and killed him.
Well, it looks like he's done
switching
attacking.
as well.
He's making
he's
6
switching.
drones. 7 drones now. And we're going up to Hydra.
Okay, and an expansion in the bottom left. So yeah, it looks like we're going to be transitioning into a somewhat more standard of a game, but...
I mean, I guess like, Razz has no idea what's coming, right? Like, he's getting Goliath range, he's getting an eBay. He's just getting ready for meta. But, I mean, as we know, there's not even a lair.
And Via should be able to deny mining at this natural with these lings for quite some time, so not a terrible position for Via after that aggression. If he makes only Goliaths and he does a massive Hydra bust, this could also kill Razz. Another thing you can actually do, if he wasn't so committed to this Ling all-in and he had started a lair, he could have actually gone Lurkers. It sounds kind of counterintuitive, but Lurkers actually wreck Goliaths.
Yeah, lack of detection too, right? I mean, we're seeing Academy going down now. Maybe he thinks that's a possibility here. Okay, we're looking like we're trying to get active with these Vultures here. Once Vulture speed is online, he might be able to micro against these Lings quite favorably.
There's a lot of Vultures, man. Holy shit.
Even going tanks
when you get...
now. Oh no, they're on hold position or stop or something!
They weren't shooting! They weren't even shooting!
Wow.
Oh.
We're good, we're good.
I thought I thought the Lings were just gonna wipe out all those Vultures. They weren't even shooting.
Yeah, that was weird. That's something that happens with units. I guess you hit stop or something, they don't attack, right?
Yeah, they were like bugged out.
So now we have Hydras on the way. So Ling all in into Hydra all in.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. I don't blame him for it. He's not got like a huge economy right now. Like, he kind of has to do something. So I don't mind this. He's actually, relatively speaking, doing okay economically speaking, but if he wants to play a macro game, he probably should have double expanded and have a 4th base going up right now, and he doesn't.
So he sees layers just now going down, so he knows it can't be Muta and it can't be Lurker. So with him seeing the Hydras now, okay, he knows what's going on.
He sees, he sees the Hydra upgrade, so he knows what's going on.
Oh, we don't have siege mode though.
Wait, no mines. Okay. Well,
no mines, no siege mode. We have speed and fucking Goliath range.
Okay.
It's definitely not what's going to help us for this attack here.
Oh, but
with proper drilling, I think he's okay.
I think that's a mistake from Via. He just lost 4 Lings and a bunch of Hydras. Oh no. Oh, this is really bad for Via. With the SCVs fighting on top of the Hydras like this is really bad.
Does that just trigger a counterattack? I think it has to, right?
It can trigger a counterattack. If Via was macroing harder and build up a bigger critical mass of Hydras, I feel like he could have just killed him.
The story of the night, guys. CPLers losing Overlords left and right.
Oh,
the big mine trigger! Oh my god, that mine
That
was
might be
huge!
GG.
And he pulls the tank! He saves the tank!
6 HP!
1 shot away from death, he saves it!
This might be GG, because like there's just not going to be a huge amount of Hydras from this point on. And as long as he doesn't like waste these units, I feel like...
We did research siege mode at some point. I didn't notice that. I thought we didn't research it. Oh
wow.
We'll probably see nothing but Vulture reinforcement? Oh, no, so like we're actually still making tanks. Okay.
You'll probably still make some tanks, especially seeing the Hydralisks. Wow.
Tanks a little far.
This might be a technical win for Razz, because I don't see how he's going to break this. He's not got muters, so...
Spire on the way, though.
He has a lot of gas banked up. Okay, so if he just needs to hold on, maybe even build a sunken on the ramp. He needs to just buy time. Buy time and take another base in the bottom left. He starts he can still win this game if he just it's okay to sacrifice base against mech, so he could just expand again, save these drones, take another base, and get a mass amount of muters all at once, like build muters out of all 4 hatcheries. He could. It's not a lot of Goliaths, right?
No, there's only 2 Goliaths. We're not making Goliaths behind this. We're pretty much.
Yep.
Oh, I think he sees it. He sees it now. He doesn't see it. He still doesn't see the spire. He has no idea.
Oh
he has no idea. He's just out of vision.
Razz could just lose. Razz could just lose.
Oh, I think he saw Mita now. If he's paying attention.
I don't think. I mean, it's possible.
That was like a blip. Oh, he sees the spire now. And he scans. He sees Mitas.
Okay.
Goliath's on the way now. I would. Making turrets. Desperately trying to get some anti-air up in time, but the Mitas are going to be able to get on top of these Goliaths here.
Yeah, I think
absolutely no problem.
All these tanks are going to die, but is he unsure if he should? Okay, oh, there it is. I was about to say, is he unsure what units to make? See, for a minute there, Via wasn't making anything. I was trying to think. Was he?
Okay, it looks like he's right-clicking down the spire.
Oh no, he's going to lose it maybe. Oh no, losing the Carapace upgrade and the Spire at once is going to be really terrible for Via.
He's going to get it? Can he get the Hydroden too? He might actually be able to get the Hydroden. Oh, no, it looks like he's not going to get it.
No, he's not going to get it.
Oh, now if you forget about the tank though! Okay, it doesn't go down, So he at least has the Hydra. The Hydroden.
There's 2 mines here as well. He might pop some of these Hydras. Does the Overlord in range to see those mines? I think just barely not. Yeah, just barely not. You see that? The Overlord was literally 1 hex away from seeing the mines. Oh my
That's
God.
ridiculous.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, I didn't notice this. Vultures come down to the bottom left and ravage the drone line. Get all of them. All the drones die at the bottom left.
Wow.
And now the Muta's going across the map.
Well, I think as long as he just doesn't die to the Mutas, he wins, because he just killed so many drones.
I think he's in a good position, to be honest. I think he's fine.
Yeah.
Especially the fact that the Mutas were dragged to the bottom left. That just gave him even more time, because now they have to travel across the whole map.
Exactly.
And he's going to have 2 turrets up in time. He's got Goliath, a healthy Goliath camp now to fight this. He killed the Spire, so there's no more reinforcement of Mita.
Oh, he's taking so many shots from these turrets and Goliaths as well. Yeah, I think this is going to be a really hard game for the...
And we lost the upgrade on the Carapace, on the Evo, and the Carapace upgrade on the Mita. Actually, no, it looks like it finished. It might have finished.
No, that's Carapace on the ground.
Right, but the Carapace on the Mita obviously died because it was the Spire got kicked off.
The Terran's already 1-1 as well. I mean, without the armor upgrade for the Mutas kicking in, there's no way of fighting the mech anymore. The reason why the Carapace armor is so good on the Mutas is because the Goliaths shoot 2 rockets, so you're reducing 2 damage instead of 1. But
I didn't think about that. That's interesting. It's interesting how that stuff works in StarCraft. So 1 tank gonna get picked off for free here. But he just doesn't have enough. This is just too much for Terran. He's got 1-1 upgrade already. This is just too much.
Super scary.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe Razz pulled that out. He pulled that shit out of his fucking asshole, man.
Honestly, yeah,
I feel like he was dead.
Most Terrans would die in that situation, so it was really good defense from Razz.
That was just crazy, unit control. There was 10 lings on top of the factories and he had nothing. He just had SCVs.
Yeah, it was really good defense from Razz, but I feel like VS definitely should have had better target firing when he was trying to push up the ramp. He took so long to kill the SCVs up the ramp.
Wow. So Razz ends up winning that game and tying the series 1-1.
Game 3.
So we go to game number 3. The final game of Tier 0 this week between the Notorious S.C.Vs and the Cattlebruisers.
Nice. I can't decide who's going to win. I mean, Razz played like a beast that last game, but Via looked like he was kind of all over him in game 1 with the late game. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. So I think this is our first game 3 of this whole freaking series. It's been 2-0s on across the board up until this match.
So we're going to see Silphid. I would say slightly Zerg favored. The only thing I would say is that actually not so much with Via, because Via is not so much a 2-hatch player with good Mio micro, so maybe can't take advantage of the positions on this map. We're being a little bit harder to defend against Mios. Oh, and he gets the 12 o'clock position. Is Razz at as the yellow Terran currently
do you like
tying
12?
up the series. No, Terran. This is bad for Terran.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, what the fuck do you mean, dude? This is horrible.
Yeah,
it's the hardest way to play.
I'm just concerned for him. I'm concerned for him because this is the hardest spot to defend against Mios. You got the gas on the left, like really far away from the minerals, and like the way the minerals are positioned, you can really abuse. There's so much ground you've got to cover with turrets.
Need, like, 4 directions, dude.
It's a nightmare, dude. It's a nightmare to defend against Mios here. And his opponent in the bottom right, it's the beautiful Magenta Zerg. Currently losing last game, but I believe that he had that. I think. So let's see if Via can either pull out another little Ling cheese or maybe a nice little solid macro win.
You can wall your main in 2-port wraiths. I mean, yeah, you can also wall your main on Nuke Crush, but it's not the most ideal way to play.
I mean, 2-pot Wraith is not so good anymore, I would say, but it definitely can catch people off guard.
Lada's the only one that can pull that off, man. He's the only man in the Starcraft scene that I know.
Scan used to actually do that a lot, but back in the day when he'd play in like the foreigner tournaments and like clean up house when he was like not playing against Koreans, he'd play 2-pot Wraith a lot against Zergs.
I mean, if you can micro it, it's amazing, but it's so hard, and there's like so many just like different ways the game can go. You just have to understand the situations. It's very niche. Well,
right.
I guess Veer's Overlord is going to be a first scout, so that's going to be good for him. Definitely limits a little bit of what Terran can do with the mind games in the early stages of the game.
Well, if the game does progress fairly long, one thing I'll say is this is the worst spot for Via to be in against drops. So if Razz does want to do some sort of like semi-all-in play where he like makes 2 drop shits before vessels or something, that could catch Via off guard and give Razz a direct path to the main base. So,
alright, so both players are going to be scouting each other now. The drone getting in, confirming gas once again for Razzle Dazzle. Excuse me.
Hasn't he been practicing Bio League recently? But he's playing like gas openers every time.
I don't know. He's secretly practicing, guys.
Maybe he's like trying to throw everyone off so they expect Bio, but it's the same old mech. Same old 1-1-1 style.
Yeah, every time though, Veer has sniffed it out and gotten the information he needs to know what's happening. But okay, so this time around we actually are going to see some 2-hatch meta play. But I don't know if it's meta yet. It could still be something else. But
right, could be Lurker, could be anything. But he's not mining gas.
But maybe it's because he notices he's at 12 o'clock that he knows that he should take advantage of the powerful meta play on this map.
Yeah, but he was a little bit slow in mining that gas, though. Like he should have, he's like 50 gas behind right now.
And then I noticed that.
Yeah, he's 50 gas behind. He's actually 60, like 70 gas behind, but 50 gas behind if he wants the 302 layer for the extra lava.
Oh goodness, you're right. Look at this. It's really slow. You're right. I'm looking at the timer right now. Like, oh, we started.
And he makes the creep colony super early too. This is bad for both reasons. It's bad because you don't need it this early, and it's bad because the S.C.V gets a lot of damage on it.
Yeah, he got 100 damage on that sunken. That's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy what
Drone blocking the information. So he's not going to confirm there's a lair. And this is actually link speed. This is going to be a link all-in once again.
It looks like it is going to be a Ling all-in, yeah.
We canceled something. What did we cancel?
Second fact. What? Did he cancel a second fact? I'm really confused. Was he going to do like a mass, like 2-3 fact vulture initially and then decided not to?
I don't know. I'm not sure what got canceled there. Yo, what's up, Launch BW? Who else is commentating? It's Zun, a fellow nommer and a good friend of mine. Oh no, we don't lose a vulture. Oh god, I thought he lost the vulture for free there. Wait, can that vulture actually ping a drone if it mines here?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
But the drones, obviously the drones don't have to mine there, right? But yeah, they can.
Okay, second factory on the way. And we actually went add-on after one vulture. So, if Razz was on top of that, he might have noticed right now that there was a link speed already, which should set off some alarm bells. But we aren't seeing any reaction. We actually floated the racks and we're sending it across the map. What the fuck, dude? I don't think I've ever seen this in TVZ.
Well, the reason why you don't see this in TVZ very often is because if the Zerg is doing an aggressive build, you kind of need all hands on deck, and sometimes even if you are going mech, you want to be pumping Marines out of that racks. So yeah, not really a standard
It's
thing
like a
to do.
TVT racks, man.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Oh my
it's
God.
gonna help him out a little bit though, because
He doesn't see the Hydra.
Oh, it doesn't see the Hydra.
He didn't see the Hydra. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know. He knows.
Like he could, if he knew, he could literally just make a second bunker and just be fine, and like, yeah, nothing would happen.
But he can't even make Marines to put in the bunker. He just puts the Marines one Marine each bunker.
Yeah, and there's only 2 Marines in this bunker too, so it's very bustable.
Oh my gosh, dude. I don't.
But one of Via's weaknesses is the execution of his unit control, so he needs to make sure he actually gets on top of this bunker properly.
I mean, we're gonna have 4 vultures. We have 2 Marines in a bunker. I mean,
He narrowly avoided the S.C.V scout as well, just by pure
oh my
fluke.
god.
The Lings need to go as well! The Lings need to go as well!
He's on top of the bunker.
He can pop the bunker if he gets... Get on top of the bunker! Get on
What's
top
up
of
with
the
the
bunker!
Lings? They're bugging out. Oh my god, he kills the bunker. Oh shit, dude. We're actually.
Oh no, this is bad! No, this is
Wait,
bad!
no, the SCV's starting the Hydras.
The SCVs do beat Hydras when the Hydras are in low numbers. He needs to make... Oh no.
Wait, I think. But there is.
No,
Look at this. Look at this. There's still about, what, 6 more Hydras on the way.
Mines isn't finished yet. Mines isn't finished yet either. Oh, Via could have had that. He can still do it. He can still do it.
First tank's out. Mine's still not close to being finished.
It's 5 Hydras versus a tank and 2 vultures on 4 vultures with 2 on red. He can pick up these 2 vultures, but he's going to lose his Hydras again. So this is not good for Via. He's not going to get a critical mass of vultures to break through here. I think Razz has done it.
5 more Hydras. Yeah, I mean, there's mines now. He doesn't
Yeah,
have to
with
overload
mines.
the spot for the mines.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter as long as like the Hydras have to shoot the mines first. The tank can get a lot of work done.
Vulture confirms that there's more Hydras in production here. The floating racks somehow being the difference
Land
maker
it, make
here.
a Marine and kill drones. No.
I think he's gonna land it. I think he's gonna land it.
Yeah, I think he will. He's looking it like he is going to land it, right? Ooh, yeah, he's landing it. Make a Marine.
Is he gonna make a fucking Marine, dude?
He should.
He's making a Marine out of it.
It might seem troll, but this is actually really good.
I mean,
The
it
last
forces
thing the
at least
Zerg wants
one
to-
Hydra, right?
The last thing a Zerg wants to do is to like not rally a Hydra across the map right now and worry about that. Okay, so this is actually still bustable. There's only 3 mines laid, but
No,
he
Siege
needs
Man's almost
perfect
done.
micro. He's perfect
Siege
micro
Man's
to
done.
bust this, and yeah, it's too late.
Maybe you can drag a
It's
Hydra?
over.
Maybe you can drag a Hydra
No.
with the mines?
Yeah, he should try to drag the Hydra in while they were trying to siege up, but it's too late now. Yeah, basically what he should have done is one Hydra runs up through the minefield to drag it into the tanks while he starts focusing firing the tanks one at a time. He can actually bust that with a good mine drag. GG.
Wow. And Razz is gonna take down Veer 2-1. Dang.
Wow.
That was weird.
Well
It
played
went
from
from
Ray.
like a really long macro game in game number 1 to like 2 like pretty blistering fast games, I would say.
I find it kind of strange though, right? Because Via didn't have to go for the Ling all in, and like he won the game 1 macro, so I'm wondering why he wasn't so confident in the late game anymore and wanted to go for the Ling bust each time after that game 1.
Very cheesy, that Mr. Veer. Very cheesy. Dang. So that's gonna put Razz winning the series 2-1. And that means Notorious S.C.Vs in dominant fashion win the tier 0 bracket.
Nice.
Fonger, the only one able to catch some blood.
Yeah. I'm happy for our team going 4 wins on the board in tier 0. That's really good.
Man. Wild stuff, guys. Attentat versus Fonger. We saw just non-stop aggression coming out of Fonger. Attentat just falling to it. Exit versus ash.Baal. Let's see, game 1. Oh, I'm trying to remember what happened game 1. Butter. Kind of standard game. I don't think he took his gas or anything. Ended up being a pretty standard game. Exit ultimately winning with the timing attack. Game 2. There was the cross map 12 Nexus exit making it work with the dropship play. Showing us that is definitely a strong response to the 12 Nexus cross spawn. Ending up winning that game with again a little bit of a push. Game number 3, HatcheryCake, or HatcheryCake versus Lana. What happened game 1? Oh, I don't really remember what happened game 1. And then game 2 was like a fucking proxy gateway inside of his base with DTs coming out, pulling out the Lana special. Wild shit, man. Oh, game 1 on Butter. It was the gas before gateway, going into like mass zealot, trying to go for a quick attack, and then we had a Mita follow, or we had the 2-hatch Mita play from HatcheryCake, able to get lots of probes and have that economic advantage. That was game 1. And series number 4, myself up against Grass. Game 1 being a little wild. I definitely thought he was going to go for something a little bit more cheeky. So I had prepared something a little wild. I ended up backfiring and actually putting me at a disadvantageous position because he just played straight up standard. I was looking to counter a gas steal or a quick zealot, like from a proxy gateway or something. Still ended up getting the win on that one after scanning the carriers and just pushing across the map. And then game 2, Grass doing me dirty. Going for the 12 Nexus. And once again, just like the game with Exit and Baal, it was a cross map 12 Nexus. And actually, just like Exit, I did a similar response. Instead of the proxy starport, I ended up just doing a starport in the corner of my base. And getting a whopping 15 probes with the drop was pretty huge. Denying the third for a bit. And ultimately just winning in the macro game.
So don't you think it's kind of amazing like how few Protoss players have good anti-drop play? Like you'd think that it's like something that should be in the repertoire of like most like decent Protosses, but I see it so often they don't even bother setting up to defend against it.
What's crazy is like both the players we played against, Grass and Baal, both went Forge and Cannons, and we just still found a way to thread the needle.
Yeah.
Like in the game against Grass, he actually had 3 gateways before Robo.
Oh, wow.
And then built a Forge for Cannon. It was pretty crazy.
Wait, why?
Who knows, man? And then
the
last series of the tier 0 bracket, Razzle Dazzle versus Veer. Razz sweating balls all of game number 1. Ended up falling and cracking to the pressure. Game 2 with everything on the line, microing his fucking heart out. Ends up winning that game with some of the craziest repairing we've seen in CPL.
Yeah, that was crazy that he held that. Like,
and then,
the Terran should usually die in those situations.
Oh, dude, there was like 10 lings on 2 factories and there was no units. It was just all fucking crazy. He was so dead. And then game number 3, Veer trying to pull out the cheese plays. This time Razz a little too clever. Able to hold it off. A little bit of a missed opportunity in that one too. I think Veer definitely had a shot to bust him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little bit slow with the Lings helping the Hydras. And
that's what it was. If the Lings could have blocked like the S.C.Vs repairing the bunker, that would have been a little bit less loss of DPS for the Hydras, which could in turn do a little bit more damage to the Vultures and the Marines that popped out of the bunker.
Not only that, but the Lings would have helped pop the bunker faster, so the bunker would have died like at least twice as fast, and he would have gotten on top of killing the S.C.Vs right away.
That's true as well. Like instead, all the Lings pretty much dried up before the bunker popped. And there was still Hydras, but then we saw Razz is used to Hydras busting him, dude. He plays a lot of Protoss, right? So the PvZ matchup where you have to fight against the Hydras, he's common. He's well known with that one, so he's all like, oh, I've seen this situation every day on the ladder. He's just pulling the boys, getting those nice surrounds around those Hydras. Man.
Yeah, S.C.Vs are really good against Hydras.
So some great games, guys. Notorious S.C.Vs winning the tier 0 bracket 4-1.